Good evening and welcome to Warren Field and Brawley for tonight's Imperial Valley League opener between the Wildcats and the Imperial Tigers. Hello, I'm Micky along with George Grijalva. And after 5 non-conference games, it's time for league play in the Valley. And somebody even once respected it halfway through the season, but then it's league. It's that different now. So.
Yeah. It's exciting to be here. It's a beautiful night. I see the breeze is coming out of the north, so we're not getting it yet, but I think it'll change.
Temperature should be right around 78 degrees. We'll drop down into the low 70s by the end of the game, maybe the high 60s. Just a beautiful night for football. The Tigers come into the game with a 2-3 record after a thrilling 26-25 come from behind victory 2 weeks ago over Monta Vista, a Division II school. The Monarchs led 17-7 at the half. But the Tigers used a trio of touchdown passes by Jordan Reed, 2 of those to Joey Ramos, and 1 to Brenton Adams, who blew out the win over the Upper Division school. Reed was key to the Tigers, completing 14 of 16 passes for 170 yards and 3 scores in the second half. Jesus Padilla scored his second touchdown of the season, rushing for the lone first-half score. And the Tigers go, as we've talked about on our trips going around, that we could easily be at 5-0.
Yeah, we should be. If it wasn't for shooting ourselves in the foot
Got started slowly at Cibola in the first game and was down 21-0 in the first quarter, and then held them scoreless the rest of the way. Scored 14 points, twice got on the goal line and didn't get in, and lost that one by a score of 21-14. And in the second game against Holtville, won that one, and that's the only loss Holtville has, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't be lost.
And you know they went to number 1 after that loss?
Yeah.
They went to number 1.
Right. So they had just one loss, and that was to the Tigers. They came back the following week, and it was Gila Ridge. And Gila Ridge was another game that the Tigers got down, had a chance to come back to win at the end, had a pass in the flat wide open.
Yes.
That's just thrown behind the player. And that would have been the go-ahead touchdown, right?
Toss his helmet.
Following week, we go to Valley Center, up 20-3 at one point in that game, and then lost by 3 points. And then last week came from a 17-7 halftime deficit to pull out the 26-25 win. Hope you were listening. That was an exciting one to watch, and I hope it came across the airwaves the same way as the excitement that it showed there. So it was a fun one. We'll look at the Wildcats when our pregame show continues in just a moment.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadilla, served the way you like it. Deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
Ray at Derma's Floor Covering would like to take this opportunity to say thank you, Imperial Valley, for your patronage. Derma's Floor Covering has been in business since 1978, working hard to satisfy customers with exceptional products and outstanding service. They're doing something right at Derma's Floor Covering, so if you're looking to replace your flooring, stop by Derma's Floor Covering and see the latest styles from the Shaw Floor Gallery, a gallery that will inspire you. Derma's also offers free estimates valley-wide. Stop by 220 North J Street in Imperial. The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
It's the Tigers and the Wildcats at Warren Field and Brawley. The Cats come into the game with a 3-2 record after last week's 57-0 blowout over Copa. Brawley opened the season losing to Gila Ridge 28-19. By the way, Gila Ridge, the Hawks are still unbeaten at 5-0. And they keep saying over in Yuma area that's the best Gila Ridge team that they've had in school history. I think they've been there for 14 or 15 years. And probably didn't earn their first win, a 43-7 blasting of Indio. Yuma Catholic outscored the Wildcats 50-35 in the third game of the season before a narrow 20-19 come-from-behind win against Cibola in Yuma just a couple of weeks ago. Freshman quarterback Ethan Gutierrez has emerged as a double threat, throwing, rushing, actually a triple threat, as is running also the option for John Self's squad. relies on 5'6", 185-pound senior running back Blake Craigbaum. And he's a tough one to bring down. I mentioned as we were driving up here, he reminds me a lot of Renan Duarte, of Keeler Bridge that we saw earlier this year. Very strong legs and lower body. So he's a little to bring down. The defending IBL 100-meter track champion Adrian Chavez will be in the backfield, along with Damian Reyes, and defensively Nathan Torres leads Brawley on special teams. He scored on a 52-yard touchdown on a punt return last week, and also scored on a 5-yard run. He was quarterback at the start of the game last year, if you remember, and he can run the option as well, but they're going to go with a freshman quarterback to start this game tonight. Was that?
He's a heck of an athlete. At 13?
Yes.
We had him up here for about 3 years while the boys were playing Pop Warner Brawley, and we played baseball with him. He played All-Stars for us. No, it wasn't All-Stars. It was the club team we had, but he killed us in baseball.
Oh, he's
the coach put him at short, third, second, and he pitched, shut us down, beat us himself.
In watching video of him, he's really quick. He runs the option well, and he's a smart quarterback.
He doesn't get excited. That's what they're saying.
And Brawley doesn't pass much. I'd be surprised if he passed more than 5 or 6, maybe 10 times at the most. But if they have to, he has a good strong arm too.
Yeah.
So, which you've seen in baseball as well. So it'll be interesting to see how he handles.
Yeah.
This is probably the biggest game he has played in now that it's coming to IVL play. And when you consider outside of 1 year where Southwest had that very good championship spot, it's been between Brawley, Central, and Imperial the last decade.
Yep.
So this is a big game for him, so we'll see how he handles the pressure with that tonight. We'll be back with more of our pregame show and the kickoff. Imperial and Brawley coming up in just a moment.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Dayton Road in Imperial. No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. 10-star, quality you can feel.
Teams continue to warm up here at Warren Field in Brawley for a nice game between the Brawley Wildcats and the Imperial Tigers. Brawley in their all-blue, royal blue uniforms with gold helmets and gold numerals, and the Tigers in their away all-white uniforms with red numbers, red helmets, interlocking I-18 and American flag on one side and their number on the other side. A couple of players not playing tonight, George. You want to tell a little bit about them for the Tigers?
Yeah, the one that's really going to hurt us is the linebacker, Tanner Travis. Still not back with that knee injury, and he doesn't look like he's walking with the bad knee, but he does have a brace on it. Sergio Spano, we were hoping he could be back by this.
Right, he's not tonight, but he's going to plan on playing in the Central game. That'll be in a couple of weeks. Next week we'll be at home. It'll be homecoming night against the Calexico Bulldogs. Homecoming, and John Tyree will be back. Return back to Imperial, where he had such success in the early 70s. But he'll be coming back with a Calexico squad for homecoming next week, so we'll be at home next week, and then at Central the following week, and then home against Southwest and against Palo Verde at home. And there was a couple other players that were injured.
Well, Mesa, but I thought Mesa was here. I see.
Well, one that was injured, we want to mention Damon Mesa. They had to take him to the hospital 2 weeks ago. He is here. He is not suited up. We were fearful that he had a neck injury, but does not have the neck collar on and is walking around. So as soon as he can get cleared by the doctors, he'll be back in action. And the other one was injured, and man, he started out so great. He had 2 25-yard runs, and then his shoulder popped out of place or had a shoulder injury. That's Manuel Quintero. He is suited up and plans on playing tonight, and that's a good one to hear for this evening on the Tigers.
Heck of an athlete right there.
So the Tigers and Wildcats were just a few minutes away from the opening kickoff of tonight's game, and other games involving IVL teams. Defending champion Centro will be at Calexico. Southwest will be traveling over to Blythe to take on the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets. Manzanita League starts next week, so their final tune-ups are tonight. Calipatria will travel to Yuma to take on Copa. The 5-1 Vincent Memorial Scots will be in Spring Valley against Sweetwater, and the 5-1 Holtville Vikings will be in San Diego to face resurging Southwest Raiders, who haven't had a winning season in almost 20 years. And I was just looking back in that 20 years. I think there were 3 years they had 1 win, 2 years they didn't win any games. But they're 2-3 this year, and so it's a little cool side fight for you as well. One of the running backs, Ray Flores, last week in a overtime victory over Claremont, rushed for 130 yards, had 3 touchdowns, including the game winner in overtime on his 17th birthday.
Oh,
happy birthday to me! What a great way for that. They're 2-3 going into their game tonight, so. And it's always neat. You hate seeing a team get down and down and down and down, and never come back up. And so when you're seeing a team like that that's had a pretty good history when you go back a few decades ago, to be so down and now they're 2-3, and a win tonight to put them at even money on the season, and kind of cool to see. So a little side fight for you there.
And Claremont is where my nephew, Art Kids went.
Okay.
My niece and nephew, they both went to Claremont High, and he played 4 years of varsity football there. Big boy, 280 pounds.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, good kid.
Cool. Both teams are out on the field now. The Brawley High Wildcat Marching Band is on the field as well, and we're ready for our national anthem. Good job by the Brawley Wildcat band. I have to think back. I don't know partial to our band of the national anthem, but Valley Center.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Their national anthem would bring goosebumps. It was pretty cool. I really like that one.
They had a bunch of tubas.
Yes, I love the tubas.
And they were coming right at us.
They played literally right in front of us. Where tonight, the Brawley band, of course, is playing over toward Fairfield. They're playing their fight song or getting ready to play it. And I remember, I think his name was Paul Huffman. He was the band director. I actually announced Brawley Wildcat football for 3 years. And while I was there, Paul Huffman, I think, was the one of the boosters and all. And I asked him, I said, well, whose fight song is it? Imperial plays Wisconsin's fight song, And I said, which one? And he says, well, it's ours. And I go, well, it's yours, but where did you get it from? He says, oh, Kansas State. We're the Wildcats. I go, okay, good, Kansas State. So, and that reminds me now of Jonathan, who's back in Kansas, in Meade, because he's got the Meade Buffaloes, but they wear the same colors as Kansas State. They're purple and gray, yeah, so. Kyla's checking in up there, trying to look us up at Twin Falls.
Hey, Kyla.
She says it is 45 degrees in Twin Falls, but a real feel of 34.
Oh, and we're sweating right now.
And yeah, it's a nice year. It's going to get nicer. But Mom and Dad are listening, folks, as well. They're going to be here in the Valley in a couple of weeks, so glad to have you listening, Mom and Dad, up in Twin Falls tonight. Hope you can sit back and enjoy some football this evening as we bring you the Brawley Wildcats and the Imperial Tigers. Brawley going through a banner now and heading on the far side with flags with the BUHS on it in the royal blue and gold colors. Tigers in the visiting all white with red helmets, red numbers. And, it seems like it takes a long time for the Brawley crowd to get here. I think there's more people from Imperial than there are from Brawley right now.
It'll be full.
It'll be full. There'll be a lot of people here, but there's a good group of people that have come up from Imperial to see this one tonight. As we mentioned, this is one of the marquee games. In fact, it is the marquee game this week, as I think that the league is going to come down to Imperial, Brawley, and Centro. And those three games between those three teams, I think, will decide the Imperial League championship. And so So this is a big game tonight. It is a huge one. Teams coming out onto the middle of the field now. The captains will be coming out. Joey Ramos, one of the captains for the Tigers, along with Ethan Ramos. James Ponce, one of the captains tonight, and also coming out Sebastian Mendoza. And for the Wildcats on the far side, and you'll hear a lot of some of these names. Javier Martinez, Daniel Coloca, 6'4", 295. He's a load.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy. And we'll try to get the other two captains for you in a moment as they're blocked out by Imperial players. But they're out.
Julian Camargo was one of them.
Okay. With the glasses on. I see John Seaman is the head referee and talking over him, flipping the coin now. Imperial will call it, and we'll see if they won it or not. And they're still tucking it over in the middle of the field now. Beautiful night for football. There was no breeze at all. Now there was a little bit of a breeze, and now that is completely subsided. Field, of course, here runs east and west. The Tigers won the toss, but they will kick off, as they usually do. They will defend the west goal to start off this game, and defending the east goal will be the Wildcats. The other player that's out there is Ethan Torres.
Right? Okay. Adrian Thompson was the other one.
He's a good ball player. Good defensive back, safety, good tackler. He can do it all back there. And if needed, can run the offense with a lot of precision. He's just good ball player.
Now, one quick thing that I noticed real quick here, they don't have the size they usually have. They don't have the size that they usually have.
No, they don't. They're quick, but yeah, they don't. Other than Coloca, he's pretty big at 295. Other than that, but they rely on speed, which they've always done. And one thing I've always said in watching Brawley teams is their running backs run as hard as they can. They try to get and scratch in whatever they can to get extra yards.
They run down.
They run downhill all the time. You're right. So the Tigers will be kicking off, and then to do the kickoff will be Misael Velasquez. 9 touchbacks so far this season, and he'll be kicking off left-footed kicker. And deep to receive will be Torres on the near side. And Torres will be getting it coming to their side of the 20 on that 25. Finds on the 3 to 30. So the 35 to the 40-yard line, still in the speed to the 50. And finally going to get knocked out of bounds right at midfield. So the Wildcats have a great field position right at midfield. 1st and 10.
Woo. If it wasn't for Andrew Duna, he's gone.
As we mentioned, freshman quarterback will be starting off for the Wildcats tonight. Ethan Gutierrez. He'll have Damian Reyes, Adrian Chavez, and Blake Crickbaum in the backfield. And time out on the field as there is a Tiger that is down.
It's like 55.
And getting up slowly on the near side.
Ty Bishop?
Right, Ty Bishop. And,
looks like 55. I can't see the first number.
First, it kind of looked like he might have had a cramp in one leg, but he's moving around and he's on all fours right now. But they are tending to him right now.
They sure got their quick.
Their
trainer, Billy Brewer's out there.
But he's up and out on his feet, so you hear a cheer from that Imperial crowd as he'll make his way off the field under his own power, which is good to see, but unknown how much injury he may have and how it will affect his game tonight. Other starters, and they're ready getting up to the line now. Ethan Gutierrez at quarterback, Damian Reyes, Adrian Chavez be in the backfield. Coming wide out to the near side. 2 wide receivers. They'll put Chavez into the slot, and coming out wide right is Joe Mogurio. And then they'll go double wide left as well. And again, Brawley doesn't usually pass much, but they always find ways of getting some passes in, and they're usually effective.
Yeah, Casey Klein killed us last year.
Yes.
Two TDs. On 2 catches, I believe.
Yep. He is up at Boise State. So, Kyla, you can see Casey Klein up there from Brawley that is got a scholarship at Boise State. I don't know whether he's played. I haven't been able to look this year, or is he redshirted?
No, redshirted.
Redshirted. I kind of figured so. They usually do that with
redshirted. Get 4 games, and that's it.
Yeah. So, double wide receivers to each side of the field, and an empty backfield in the shotgun is Gutierrez. And in motion, Chavez takes the handoff, and will go himself up the middle, going to get stopped. It's a couple of yards on the play, though, and it'll be a 2nd down and 8 in Tiger territory at the 48.
for Humberto Sanchez. After 2-yard gain, along with C.J. Ramos.
So Gutierrez, like I said, he runs the option really well, and for a freshman, extraordinarily well.
Right off the bat, he kept it.
They'll put 2 wide receivers to the left side this time, and now go to a pro set backfield with Craig Baum and with Reyes. Gutierrez takes his time. Craig Baum up the middle, gets hit at the line of scrimmage, will carry a couple of Tigers down to near the 45-yard line for a gain of 3, with a 3rd down and 5 coming up from the 45.
Oh, Miles Moore. Miles Moore came to play this week, along with Marquise.
Nathan May, a 2-play player for the Wildcats. The schedule sort of the wing back. He'll be coming in and out. Julian Camargo is a wide receiver. And the Wildcats are set. 3rd and 5. Craig Baum over left side. Oh, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And Gutierrez has some room to run to the 25, 20-yard line. It rolls around at the 20 and is brought down. Great job of taking it up the middle to Craig Baum. He'll get down to the 19-yard line. So it'll be a 26-yard gain and a 1st down for the Wildcats.
That's how we had him stopped. You take me out. I didn't know he had the ball.
Did a great job of play action taking Craig Baum over the left tackle, and then carried himself, and he was wide open then when he got outside the tackle.
He did.
And timeout on the field by the Tigers. With 10-12 to go in this 4th quarter play. It's Tigers 0 and the Wildcats 0.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Tigers break their huddle and head back out. The Wildcats on the far side with 9th-year head coach John Self leading the helm. And they're back out of the field. 1st and 10 Wildcats from the Tiger 19-yard line. Craig Baum will be in the backfield. Gutierrez will go under center this time. Reyes will stay as a right wing. They'll go to the double wing with Chavez on the left side. Gutierrez hands it off. Craig Baum over right tackle. Stood up at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss on the play. The Tigers defense steps up big and brings it back to the 21-yard line. And a loss of 2, 2nd down and 11.
Ooh, beautiful job by James Ponce. Hit the initial hit for the Tigers. Then he was helped by 2 other Tigers.
Actually, be a loss of 3. They're going to mark him back to the 22. So a loss of 3 yards on the play. And a 2nd down and 13 for the Wildcats from the Tiger 22.
I think maybe the Imperial coaching staff found something here that we're not doing right.
Go back to the pro set. Gutierrez takes the handoff, throws it out to the far side. Had a receiver open, overthrew him up in the air to Chavez, incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down and 13 from the 22. Receiver was open, though.
Oh, he was there all by himself. And he had 2 blockers ahead of him with 2 defenders. So.
And really nobody between the quarterback and the receiver should have been an easy catch.
Yeah, he faked it, and he just, on the run, he tried to throw a quick pass.
Maybe got too excited because he got too open.
Well, he just had a major run there. I'd be caught myself.
So 3rd down and 13 from the Tiger 22. They'll stay with the, they're going to have Craig Baum to the right side. Now in the shotgun is Gutierrez.
Oh, they're not.
He has Torres into the lineup, and Torres will go into the slot right. Now he'll go wide right with Reyes in the slot. Back to pass and rolling to his right is Gutierrez. Can't find anybody, he's going to run it. Just up to the 15-yard line, brought down up to the 14. Another right at the 15-yard line in a gain of 7. But a 4th down and 6 coming up at the Tiger 15-yard line.
Their kicker's coming in. Big foot. Big lefty.
Left-footed kicker, we watched him warm up at Xavier Pareda. And yeah, he's got the distance to be able to do it from here. He's left-footed kicker from the right hash mark. So we'll see how this one works out. If he plays down at the 21-yard line, so a 31-yard attempt. Ball is down. Kick is up. It looks good.
It is good.
It is good. With 8:44 to go in this first quarter of play, it's the Wildcats 3 and the Tigers 0.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
Scoring drive for the Wildcats, 6 plays, 35 yards, used 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Capped by the 31-yard field goal by Xavier Pareda, and that'll be the Tigers 3-0. Deep receive for the Tigers on the far side. Ryan Bonillas on the near side is Joey Ramos. And the kick is going to go deep, and Bonillas will go all the way back into the, he went to the end zone. I thought, his right foot's in the end zone, and they did call it. So he'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. And after the Tigers will have the ball, 1st and 10. And on offense for Imperial, Jordan Reed at quarterback, perhaps the tallest quarterback Imperial has had at 6'5", 185 pounds. Will be a junior quarterback in there with Manuel Quintero. Let's see if he gets the call as a start.
Looks like he is, yes.
Okay, and Ryan Bonillas will be in the slot. He'll come out to the near side along with Joey Ramos. And to get the others for you just a moment, Jacob Gray. And Tigers will go with the pistol to start this one out. Handoff goes up the middle of Quintero, finds a little crease over the left tackle. Down to the 25-yard line, to the 27, 28, out to the 30. They're finally going to get him down near the 30-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. Great job by Quintero. Woo!
Broke through, 2 tackles?
Wow, at least.
And then this kid was holding on to his foot. He would have kept going.
Gets 10 yards, finds a nice little crease. Started out to the right side, and then came back to the left. It's 10 yards and a first down for the Tigers out to the 30. And off Quintero again. Quintero gets hit by the line of scrimmage, but he gets positive yardage, about 4 yards to the 34. It'll be a second down, and they give him about 3 on that one. So a second down and 7 from the 33. And it off to Quintero again. This time he's going to get stopped before he gets anywhere. Great job coming up on the tackles. Jesus James Gutierrez from his nose guard spot, and it'll be a loss of 3, so it's now a 3rd down and 10, back to the 30.
That's what Coach said. We're going to take it easy on him at the beginning of the game. 3 carries.
3 carries.
3 plays.
For 10 yards. Back to pass as Jordan Reed sets up in the pocket, has time, looks out to the near side. Joey Ramos got a hand on it, but couldn't bring it down, a little bit high, and double coverage, and that's what we had talked with Brady Hoff, the offensive coordinator for the Tigers. He says they expect them to double Jordan Reed, but look how open Jacob Gray would have been the other way. That's what Jordan's going to have to do, is he's going to have to look for Joey, but got to break down and look at his other stuff, too.
You got to read it. You got to make your read.
So we're talking about the front of 4th down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Deep to receive will be Torres on the near side, and on the far side with Damon Reyes. Joey Ramos, 37-yard average punting. Get the snap back, got to get it off. Oh, it's going to be blocked. It's going to be blocked. Ramos will catch it, and then we'll go down inside the 15-yard line. So for the first big break of the game, I believe coming up with that block, looks to be Nathan May, 2 and 2 10. Got in there as one of them. I think he blocked the ball and went straight up in the air. Ramos caught it. And now the Wildcats have the ball 1st and 10 at the Tiger 14.
I thought it was 47, but I don't have a 47.
42 is the nose guard, so it could have been 42 maybe.
I just noticed the name in the Chandler South. It's the Coach South coached him when he was 5 years old in soccer up here in Brawley.
They're going through a pistol formation now. They've had a different formation every play so far by the Wildcats. Gutierrez going to hand it off up the middle. Get a couple of yards out of it will be Damian Reyes. Get 2. Will be a second down and 8 from about
That's about the 11.
3 yards on that
Yeah.
thing to the 11, yeah.
Manuel Pitones, the tackle for the Tigers.
2nd and 7 from the 11-yard line. Tigers defense just on the field moments ago, and they've got to step up again real quick here.
It was good that we only gave up 3 points, but
Right.
we gave it right back to them on
Got to
the
stop him here on 3 as well. Breakbaum is the lone running back. Going under center is Gutierrez. Gets the snap. Pitch out to Breakbaum around the right side. Picks up some blocking. Gets inside the 10-yard line down to the 9-yard line. Gain of a couple, but a third down and 5 coming up from the 9.
Brendan Silva and Ethan Miles.
Breakbaum has 65-yard touchdown run last week. 3 carries for a total of 3 yards so far in the game. Tigers have bottled him up pretty well so far, but a big third down and 5 from the Tiger 9. Got to stop him here and hold him to a field goal. Breakbaum stays in the backfield along with Reyes. Going under center now. They'll be in a pro set. Going under center is Gutierrez. Looks over to the left side. He's got a double wide left. Tries to get the Tigers to jump. They don't. Takes the handoff, but he's wide open to run to the 5 touchdown. Nobody watched the quarterback at all on that play, and the Wildcats have scored.
Untouched.
Totally untouched.
Something's wrong there.
Yeah.
Something is definitely wrong on the defensive call.
Made that look way too easy. It
Well,
was just
they're keen on
a fake the dive, and he just carried around the left side. Nobody touched him.
Yeah, they're keen on creep bomb. Can't do that.
So Plato was saying for the extra point. Left-footed kicker. Ball is down. Oh, he's convinced it to the right left. Oh, totally missed that. But the damage done, though. 6 points on the board. 5:41 to go in this first quarter play. Is now the Wildcats 9 and the Tigers 0.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Scoring drive, 3 plays, 14 yards after they blocked the punt, using 2 minutes and 31 seconds off the clock. 9-yard touchdown run by freshman quarterback Ethan Gutierrez. Extra point no good, 9-0 the score. Deep to receive again for the Tigers. Ryan Bonillas on the far side, Joey Ramos on the near side. Line drive kick, but Bonillas will catch it on the run at the 11, drops it at the 15, picks it up, gets out to the 20 to the 25, dives up to the 30-yard line, and the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10, and they will be at their own 30-yard line. Other starters along the front for the Tigers. Along the line, James Fuchs, Wolfgang Horner will be on the left side, Tatum Bromans at center, Sebastian Mendoza and Kai Bishop on the right side for Imperial. The Tigers got to get a little something going here.
Kai Bishop's down. I hear he's the one that went down. Poor guy, sophomore. Good, man.
You're right. And let's see who we have in his place. Going to be handoff to Quintero on the left side. A lot of pursuit by the Wildcats. So he is going to turn the corner, get out to the 33-yard line, maybe the 34.
He's not running them.
Yeah, he is. He turned the corner on him. That's for sure. Kind of surprised me they had the angle on him. But he turned the corner out to the 35. Gain of 5, 2nd down, and 5 yards to go. Good to see him running hard after seeing him get up with the injury last game. After we mentioned 2 25-yard runs in a row, and then got injured on the 3rd one. Back to passes Reed. Sets up in the pocket, pump fakes, now throws over the middle. Looks for Brenton Adams, falls incomplete. Broken up in the defensive backfield by Joel Murillo. Incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, that Murillo hit in Little Learning. Beat the ball to the spot.
So Reed over 2 passing so far early in this ball game. 5:22 to go in the first quarter. Wildcats leading at 9-0. And the Tigers facing a 3rd down and 5 from their own 35. Back to passes Reed. Sets up for the pocket, looks out in the flat as a receiver, going to complete it to Jacob Gray. He'll get the 1st down right after 40. It's going to be close. It's going to be right on the line. It'll just depend on, it is going to be a 1st down on the gain of 5. Nice catch, Jacob Gray.
One hand.
Yeah.
He got that with his left hand.
So the Tigers' new line, new sticks, move them. 5-yard gain. And a 1st and 10 now at the 40-yard line. On the right hash mark, in front of the Brawley crowd. Reed hands it up the middle of Quintero. Quintero finds a little bit of a seam, jumps over one Wildcat, drops away from another. 360, he's still on his feet. Finally going to be brought down after getting a 6-yard gain. What a run by Manuel Quintero out to the 46-yard line.
Good job. A good block by Joey Ramos. Bring him out to the outside.
Woo. Wow, 360 going in there.
Yeah, a little hurdle.
Little PlayStation action.
Yeah.
Down the left hash mark. Headed out to Quintero on the left side. Quintero, nowhere to go. Stops, gets away by another tackler. Still in the seat to the 50. Gets the first down into Wildcat territory at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Oh, he just needs a break. That shoulder's moving okay. He pulled right over Adrian Chavez.
Another 6-yard gain. There really wasn't anything there for him, and yet he just made some moves and got the 6-yard gain. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Brawley 48-yard line. 3 wide right for the Tigers. Reed goes back to pass from the shotgun. Looks down the right flat. Has a receiver open. Just underthrows the intended receiver on the far side. And I think it's Jacob Gray. Calls incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Kind of hurried that one a little bit. He didn't have the pressure for it.
He had so much time.
Yeah.
Brinton was wide open, too. Just short-armed that.
And out Quintero, like Jesus Padilla is going to be brought in. He'll get a little bit of positive yardage down to the 44-yard line, a gain of 4. 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Tigers.
Good thing we got going right now, Micky. The defensive backs are making all the tackles right now. Going right by the linebackers.
Padilla, 43 carries, 246 yards on a touchdown. Been a great surprise for the Tigers so far this year. Back to pass to Jordan Reed. Sets up in the pocket. Looks out, has a receiver, and caught by the Tigers. Wow, after it bounces out of the hands of a Wildcat, the Tigers will come up for the catch. And it's Brenton Adams that's going to come up with it. And a 1st down for the Tigers at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Pete. 41 had it big. Oh, that was Chandler. He had it big, and it went right to his hand, bounced to Adams, and right for the 1st down.
6-yard gain, 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 38. And it out Jesus Padilla, right tackle. Makes a couple of tackles, keeps his feet under him to get inside the 35 at the 34. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Again, that was the safety that came up.
He was on top of a Wildcat but never touched the ground with his knees.
That's right.
He kept going and got the extra yardage. Good job, Jesus.
I had hope we keep up like this. It could be a good game. Somebody misses one.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage this time. It comes up a big tackle. Omar Chavez. It'll be back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 4, so loss of 3. So 3rd down and 9 coming up.
A little bit of taunting there.
Yeah, done a little bit of freeze there, didn't he?
Yeah, the ref, I think, yelled at him.
So 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 9, I should say, from the 37. Back to passes Reed. Looks out the far side as a receiver. Going to complete it. Penalty flag goes down. Penalty flag is in the middle of the field after the catch was made by Ryan Bonitas on the far side.
Hold on, Jacob.
And the catch was the 3rd one. What was that?
Jacob Gray was being held.
Okay. And if so, that will give the Tigers a 1st down as the catch was made to the 31-yard line. And the 10-yard.
After the play, right?
And it'll be marched off from there. It'll be a 10-yarder. The Tigers will have a 1st down. Be a 6-yard catch on that in the penalty. So it'll be a 1st and 10 Tigers. They'll be at the Wildcat 22-yard line. Reed back to pass. A little bit of time. Now he runs out of time, goes into the end zone as a receiver. Incomplete. Brenton Adams, I think he'd have been out of bounds. He looked like he was on the far line, but wow, what a great throw. And near to touchdown for the Tigers.
I thought it was going to be roughing the quarterback. I don't know. The team is going over the sideline. He hit him late.
3 completions, 7 attempts for Jordan Reed for 17 yards. Has Quintero back into the lineup. Hand it off to Manuel up the middle. Manuel will get inside the 20-yard line. Will dive down to about 17-yard line, it looks like. A gain of 5, so 3rd down and 5 coming up.
Yeah, right at 17.
Tigers right back at it, no huddle offense. And Padilla back up. Padilla in the lineup. He goes to the right side of Reed, who's in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers each side of the field. Reed goes back to Vass. Looks to the near side. Has a receiver going to complete the pass. Will not get the first down, though, as he'll get some yardage to about the 12, and it's Jacob Gray. But it's going to be shy of the first down by a couple. So 4th down and 2, and put the ball at about the 13-yard line is where we're going to call it out. Be about a 3-yard gain on that one. First catch tonight, or second catch tonight for Jacob.
Oh, no.
And I'll go up the middle, and Quintero's going to have nowhere to go. He's going to get smothered and brought down, and the Tigers are turned away at the 15-yard line, and the Wildcats will get the football. A great drive that will come up empty for Imperial.
It's caught by the Wildcats. We were moving the ball and just put a stop to it.
See where they're going to put the ball down at. They'll put it at the 16-yard line, so it's a loss of 3.
Yeah,
and it's had nowhere to go on that.
Right side of their line, come apart.
Yep.
So three Wildcats now.
35 seconds to go here in this first quarter of play. Brawley with the lead 9-0. The ball 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Gutierrez, a quarterback, will have the pro set behind him. Under center, has a man in motion. Hand off to Craig Baum over left tackle. Actually, the quarterback's going to keep it. He rides the tail of Craig Baum, and the quarterback actually is going to be Torres who carries the ball. So Torres carries the ball on that one out to about the 19-yard line. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7 coming up.
Yeah, because I think the Gutierrez came around this way.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to let the clock run out.
Yep, they're going to let the clock run down. So first quarter of the ball game is in the books. The score, the Brawley Wildcats 9 and the Imperial Tigers 0.
Aiton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save us with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Aiton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Aiton Road in Imperial. When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it. Deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
Leo, we're checking in from Talmadge, Ohio. 49 degrees and clear skies in Ohio. Welcome to the ball game, Lee. Glad to have you.
Yes. Glad you're with us again. Thanks for listening in.
He said he's going to have full coverage tonight. When he goes out to walk the dog, he's going to have his phone with him and earplugs while he's walking the dog. So full coverage from Ohio for Lee tonight. 9-0 as the second quarter opens up. Brawley Wildcats on top. They'll be going right to left on your computer from the west to the east. Half a moon straight above them.
Oh, there it is.
In front of us.
Okay. Brendan Adams in the defensive backfield. Now, Stephen Shaw was going to get limited time today. Recovering from that. I keep hearing this guy.
It sounds like a PA announcer, doesn't it? It's the band director for Imperial. And goes in motion. Hands off Craig Baum over right tackle. He's going to break through, and he's going to get some good yardage out across the 35-yard line to the 37. That'll be good for 18 yards and a first down. Big hitter for Craig Baum. And a first down for the Wildcats.
That's the biggest gain of the night so far. Brian Bonilla made the stop. Kept it from getting to the end zone.
Tigers held him on the first 3 carries to 3 yards, but an 18-yard buster over right tackle. Craig Baum now with 21-yarder on 4 carries. freshman quarterback, Ethan Gutierrez, under center. Double wing, man in motion to the far side. Pitch out to Craig Palm on the right side, turns up the corner, gets out to the 40-yard line. Penalty flag goes down. I think we're going to have a hold against the Wildcats. It will be a hold against Brawley, so it'll nullify some yardage for Craig Palm on the far side.
Did you see how they pitched to the inside man instead of the
outside, yeah.
I think they've seen the blocking.
Right. You hit your focal to that wide player, and it's the shorter one that comes up. But the penalty flag will be the holding call against the Wildcats. It'll bring it back to the 28-yard line. So from the point of the infraction, so give Craig Palm 1 yard on that play, and then the penalty will be the 10.
That's the side of fact. I wonder if that could be a double pitch.
Yeah, you know, it kind of looked like it might have been open for that last time. So first down to 21 for the Wildcats. Craig Palm will be directly behind Gutierrez. They'll go the double wing again, with Reyes on one side, Chavez on the other. Torres goes into the slot right. And Gutierrez under center. Man in motion, hand off Craig Palm over right tackle. He'll get smothered pretty much immediately. He'll get a little bit of a gain out of it. Out to the 32, so gain of 4. Second down and 17 coming up.
That's the Sanchez with the tackle for the Tigers, second of the night. Got a quick update here. Holtville over Southwest, 34-0 in the second quarter. Southwest to San Diego.
And that's the team we were telling about now. Trying to get a little bit of a resurgence in the program there in San Diego. They hand off, going back on the sack. Great job, Ethan Ramos. He came through and just blasted the quarterback for a loss back to the 26-yard line. Lost the 6.
That's what I was expecting a lot of right there with the freshman quarterback, that they would be blitzing a lot. They haven't done much blitzing. Huh?
3rd and 23. Wildcats from their own 26-yard line now. So let's see if the Tigers defense can come up again big. Ethan Ramos must have found just a little bit of a gap, and he got to there so quickly.
He never even got back to where he wanted to get to. The quarterback had it.
3 wide receivers will come to the left side for the Wildcats now. And going back into the shotgun is Gutierrez. Gets the snap, rolls back, works over the field, has some time. Gonna throw deep, throws it deep and long, and has a receiver who pushes out the last one. That's gonna be an offensive pass interference. If anything, Adrian Chavez pushed off on Ryan Bonilla's back defensively, so that should be a defensive pass interference.
Woo! Oh, that was
obvious. You can see that obvious when you try to get some catching room there, that's for sure.
Is that the sprinter? Who's their sprinter? Do you remember the number?
Chavez.
I wanted to remember that.
Yeah, I believe it is, but let me double check on my notes and see. I don't think there's any way that could go against the Tigers at all. I don't think so, man. Let's see. Adrian Chavez.
Okay.
The sprinter. And he actually had outrun the pass, and he shoved the Tiger to try to get some...
Yeah, he put everything he had into that, and he ran it.
And it will be pass interference against the Wildcats.
I don't understand what the... That was obvious.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know why that guy from the far end got involved. Okay, 22.
And so the Tigers will decline the penalty and force the Wildcats to punt. Deep to receive will be Ryan Bonilla. Up back will be Joey Ramos, and Joey will be standing right around midfield.
So, they're going to punt from the 12, 13?
Now the penalty brings them back to the 13-yard line. And so the kicker will be kicking from right around the goal line. Actually, it should be declined, so the ball should go back to the line of scrimmage. So it should go back to the 26-yard line. And that's what they're doing now, is they're moving it over to the 26 where it should be. So they have a little bit of room.
That's why they don't want way back if it was declined. Why would it be?
But now the punter is Nathan Torres. He can run. So I know it's a long ways to go right there, but you certainly want to give him any room at all. So Bonillas and Ramos will be back to their own 35-yard line now. Low snap. Torres will kick it. Pretty good punt. And Cornelius will get up to it and gets away from it, lets it bounce and roll inside the 35-yard line to the 34. And that's where the Tigers will have the ball first and 10 at their own 34-yard line. 9:01 to go here in this first half of play. Brawley 9, Imperial 0. Tigers moved the ball down into the 15-yard line of the last drive. Came up 50. Let's see what they can do now starting at the 34.
Yeah, we just got to keep moving the ball like we have been.
We'll update scores throughout the valley. As soon as we get them, we'll pass them right along to you. So sit back and enjoy Friday night football here under the lights in Warren Field and Brawley.
Kyla, I don't know if you hear that song playing right now, but I remember you girls dancing to that.
Back to pass to Jordan Reed. Pump fakes. Now looks over the middle. Going to complete it.
Watch him run.
Jordan Gray. Jacob Gray. And then he fumbles the ball as he gets tackled at the 40-yard line, and the Wildcats have the ball. And the mistakes that have hurt the Tigers in virtually every game this year. Blocked punt. Now fumble.
I was just telling you, watch this kid run, and he got caught from behind.
Got tripped up, and I don't think he thought somebody was behind him that close. And they were able to bounce the ball out of his hands at the 39-yard line. The Wildcats have the ball. First and 10 from the Tiger 39. Give him 5 yards and then the fumble.
Looks like everything's staying the same on both sides.
Was able to see who recovered that fumble and goes in motion. Going to be a pitcher on the right side to Chavez, and Chavez will turn the corner to the 35-yard line to about the 30, inside the 30 perhaps.
Penalty flag over there.
Penalty flag down on the far side, so hold on to everything there. His run got him, looks to be to the 27-yard line, which had been a 12-yard gain, but may send a hold against the Wildcats. It's going to be a hold against Brawley. So a good run by Chavez of 12 yards. He'll get the 12, but they'll take some of that away. And we'll see what the net is on it. And move back to the 42-yard line, so first and 13 from the 42. As the 10 yards goes from the spot of the foul.
That was just an old USC sweep right there.
Yeah, that's it, just power sweep.
Big old lineman up ahead doing the blocking for him.
Under center's Gutierrez. As pro set backfield, Chavez goes in motion. Fake the pitch to him. Back to pass Gutierrez. Going to pass it over the middle. As receiver for a moment, and Joey Ramos tips it away. Intended to throw it. Good job by Joey.
Woo. And Joey's a lot bigger than Ramos. Beautiful the way he tipped that away. Another quick update here. Oh, Calip had over Copa in the first 12 to 14. Vincent over Sweetwater 2-0.
At halftime, they're talking about Calip. At halftime, he had to tell us about the retirement of the jersey number of Cedric Thompson last week. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Probably will have 3 wide receivers going to the left side of the field, 1 to the right. Man in motion, Craig Baum. They're going to throw it out to Craig Baum out in the flat. He's going to catch it to the near side to the 40 on the break to tackle the 35. Going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 35-yard line, around the 30, in fact. For the moment, they were marked right at that. And they'll put it at the 30. That'll be a 12-yard gain. But a 3rd down and 1, figure 4-down territory here for the Wildcats. That's the first completion for Nathan Gutierrez tonight.
Yeah, Brendan Adams, had him here about the 40.
He's hard to bring down.
Oh, he's not going to hard
strong, yeah. Strong
Steven Shaw just came in for him.
3rd down and a yard for the Wildcats. Right at the Tiger 30. Go back into the shotgun with Craig Long to the right side of Gutierrez. Oh, they have 2 men moving. Yeah, it's going to be a legal procedure for the Wildcats. They had 1 player that moved. That was Chandler Self just before the snap. And then Craig Baum went into motion. Can't do. Longer penalty, make it now a 3rd down and 6 from the 35.
I was so cute when I coached Chandler soccer.
Mm-hmm.
He was so big he couldn't kick.
Oh, really?
He just was growling. Oh, we had a blast. We enjoyed the family. That's it.
Goes
We'll
in
get away.
motion.
Got him.
Gutierrez holds it, picked up by a lineman for Wildcats. It gets brought down at the 36-yard line. So loss of 1. So 4th down now and 7. The thing that lineman was looking for a loose ball.
Tomas Rubio. Yeah. Ethan got hit from behind. He didn't see the defender behind him. I didn't get to see who that was. I think it's the Lobos. Came around the end.
So 4th down and a long 7 for the Wildcats and timeout on the field. 7:37 to go in this first half of play. And it's the Wildcats 9, the Tigers 0.
Ray at Dermot's Floor Covering would like to take this opportunity to say thank you, Imperial Valley, for your patronage. Dermot's Floor Covering has been in business since 1978, working hard to satisfy customers with exceptional products and outstanding service. They're doing something right at Dermot's Floor Covering, so if you're looking to replace your flooring, stop by Dermot's Floor Covering and see the latest styles from the Shaw Floor Gallery, a gallery that will inspire you. Dermot also offers free estimates valley-wide. Stop by 220 North J Street in Imperial.
Wildcats walking back out on the field, facing a 4th down and 7 from the Tiger 36-yard line. Tigers finishing up their talk with head coach Kerry Laguerra, winningest coach in Tiger history. And they head back out onto the field. So big 4th down play right now. Long 7, short 8 for the Wildcats from the Tiger 36-yard line.
We need to stop right now.
We're going to try for a field goal. No, we're going to set this up for a 53-yarder. Watch for a fake. But he does have the leg for 53-yarder, and one of the Wildcats not on the field comes in late. You want to set up and mess your own kicker that way, but he's going to kick it, or it's going to be way short. Ramos is going to go up. Picks up the ball at the 5-yard line, gets away from one player, penalty to flag. That's going to be a block in the back. And Joey's going to get to the near sideline and get ran out of bounds at about the 25. That's going to be a block in the back against the Tigers. Will nullify most of that.
Ethan. No reason for that. No reason.
Just want to field goal like that. If they miss it, it goes to the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
So just stay away from it. Let it get to the 20 and pick it up. Joey trying to make something happen, and it ends up going against the Tigers.
Even if it doesn't make it into the end zone?
Yeah. I don't know.
That was right about the 5.
I don't know. I thought if you missed it, it went to the 20, but that's a possibility.
What happens, I wonder? He doesn't
I was surprised that the field goal didn't go any closer than that.
Yeah.
He's got a good leg, and yet it didn't get the air at all. The penalty will bring the ball all the way back to the 3-yard line, and the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 3.
I think they've got to use Vincent Adams over here on 22. He's got about a foot on this kid.
On the end zone, Reed. It's the snap, hands it off to Quintero. Quintero with nowhere to go. He's going to have a loss of a yard. Now they're going to say his forward progress got him back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 2nd down and 10 from the 3.
Nathan May and Chandler Phelps get on the tackle for the Wildcat.
2nd down and 10 from the 3. Reed from the pistol. Hands it off to Quintero over the left side. He'll get a little bit of breathing room out to the 6, a gain of 3. But a 3rd down and 7 coming up. And remember, the last time the Tigers punted, it was blocked. We've got to get some room to try to get this 1st down here for the 3rd down and 7 from the 6.
I think a little hitch and go right here. Brenton Adams will beat this kid.
Reed will bring Quintero to the right side of him now. Reed punching out the singles, looking over the defense from the shotgun. Goes back to pass into the end zone. Sets up. Looks over the middle. Looks for receiver. Did he catch it? Did he catch it? They're going to say no.
He had it.
Jacob Gray had it, bobbled it, couldn't hold on to it. Falls incomplete. The Tigers left the punt from the end zone.
No, we can't do that.
No.
He had the first.
Yeah, that was a 1st down. Yeah, that was a good pass by Jordan, and one of those you got to catch those. So Ramos will stay into the lineup. We'll go back to punt and deep to receive on the near side for the Wildcats with Damian Reyes, and on the far side Nathan Torres. Got to get a good snap back. This time it is a good snap. Joey's going to get it off and be a line driver that's going to hit and roll out across the 40, across the 45-yard line, and will stop at the 49, and that's for the Wildcats. So they'll have the ball first and 10 at the Tiger 49-yard line. Not the best case scenario you could have had on that punt, was get it that far out.
But nice roll. Nice roll. They never got up.
So 9-0, Wildcats leading the Tigers with 6:01 to go in this first half of play. Defensively for the Tigers, James Schultz, Maurice Padilla, Joe Hernandez, and Humberto Sanchez along the front. Ethan Ramos in one linebacker position. It looks like getting the start at the other linebacker spot, James Ponce. Get the others at the moment, going back to pass. It's going to complete it to Craig Baum, who breaks the tackle with the 50-yard line, and we'll get down to about the 45 of the Tigers. A gain of 4, second down and 6.
That was 30. C.J. Ramos in the tackle for the Tigers. Had that right out of the way, but he couldn't bring him down. About the same size. They're both the same size. Trying to look for Kai Bishop down here. And he's not here anymore, so maybe they took him in. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I see him now. He has his helmet off, though. I don't like to do that because they keep their helmets on.
At least he's standing.
But he is standing, correct.
Should be good.
Take the handoff. Gutierrez is going to carry it, gets it from behind, and then gets some help and brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 3 with a third down of 3 coming up.
Who hit him? 50. Oh, Miles Ford. Miles Ford. Talking to my grandson about him. He said he is going to be good when he gets complaints.
Got the transfer coming into the school. You have to sit out 5 games. He just started his first game tonight.
Yeah, he was excited about having him on the front line.
So third down at 3 for the Wildcats from the Tiger 42-yard line. Gutierrez will come up. Freshman quarterback will go under center for Brawley. Looks over the defense. Takes his time. Takes the handoff. Pitches it out to the right side. Nowhere to go. As Ethan Ramos has him, they're going to bring it down. Along with help from Brandon Silva, it's going to be a loss back to near midfield or around that. A loss of 8. And a fourth down and 11 coming up. I think the Wildcats got the punt from there. Great job by pursuit of the Tigers.
They were there.
Yeah.
At least 3 Tigers there.
He got the ball, and he was like he was going to try to make a move. There was no moves to make as the Tigers were everywhere.
And usually they have blockers out in front. They not one blocker this time.
Nathan Torres will drop back to punt. Bonillas and Ramos deep to receive. Good snap back. Torres will get it off. Ball will bounce to 22. It's a bit of a wildcat roll inside of the 15-yard line. And after the Tigers will have the ball first and 10 at their own 15. So time to get something going now for Imperial. 3:49 to go in this first half of play. Brawley leading at 9-0. Tigers get the ball in the second half. First.
Yeah, we need any points right now.
Yep, got to have some points.
Got to have any kind of points right now. They start the second half off with the ball.
Quintero comes out of the lineup. Padillo goes in at the running back spot for Imperial. Manuel, 27 yards on 10 carries in the game. Leaves Padilla 2 carries for 8 yards. He'll be lined up to the left side of Jordan Reed, who's in the shotgun. And he goes back, actually going to pitch it forward, and Wildcats are not going to have none of that at all. There's nowhere to go than to blow the ball dead to Joey Ramos, and it will be a loss on the play. So we'll put the ball down at the 10. It's going to be a loss of 5, second and 15. Didn't take anybody out on that one.
No. There were 3 Wildcats in that backfield. We need to fix that.
We will out the same way with Padilla to his left side from the shotgun. Hands it off Padilla up the middle. Padilla will get a little bit of yard and man ahead. On collision with Craig Baum, and he keeps going. Craig Baum is still on the ground. Wow, what a collision. And Padilla kept going. Craig Baum gets up, and he's getting the rattling his cage a bit there. Wow, that got all the way up to the 17-yard line. A gain of 7.
Too bad we had the headsets on. That sounded...
Yeah.
That was a hot
3rd down and 8. Wow, I'm impressed with Jesus Padilla.
He didn't try to go around either. He went right over it.
He kept going, yeah. Back to pass is Reed. Looks out, going to complete it to Jacob Gray, who goes straight down. As soon as he caught it, at the 20-yard line, I'm not sure he thought that he was far enough for the first down, but he wasn't. And the Tigers will have...
Shoot.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, though.
He sat down. He sat down like he had first down.
Like he thought he had the first down. He was 5 yards short. He needed to be at the 25-yard line. Sat down at the 20. And the Tigers were at the punt. That's a big mistake.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow. It's going to be just a net of 2 yards on the play. So the Tigers at the punt. Ramos gets the snap back. Going to get the punt off. Going to be a low-line driver again. It's going to bounce and roll for the Tigers inside the 45-yard line of the Wildcat 40, all the way down to the 39, and that's where they will have the ball 1st and 10.
We got a flag right here, 151.
And a penalty flag in front of the Tiger bench. Now, will that be sideline?
I think number 7 was coming out too soon before the play was blown down. Oh, sideline.
Yeah, sideline infraction. That's what I kind of thought where the flag was thrown at. It might have been. Lee Elder is saying, so far as he knows, we've had that missed field goal a while ago that it was blocked. As far as he knows, too, the ball being placed on the 20 no matter what. It's the same as if it was a punt because the kick starts out on the ground. So
okay,
that's what I kind of thought, too. But the way that, and maybe Joey just trying to make something happen by going back and picking it up. But one of those situations, you're better just let it go and take it to 10, 20, let it go from there.
Next time we'll go. The computer will work any shoes.
Yeah. 1:49 to go in the first half. And penalty flag, they're going to have another legal procedure against the Wildcats, 2 men in motion again. And that'll make it a 1st and 15 and put it back to their 34-yard line. A couple big mistakes for the Tigers in the first half, and that's pretty well been the difference of this 9-0 score. Tigers need to hold the Wildcats and not give up something cheap here late in the half. Gutierrez has Craig Baum in motion, goes back to pass. It's over the far side, going to complete the pass out to the 37-yard line. Brought down immediately is Reyes. And it'll be about the 38. So give a gain of 4. 2nd down now and 11.
Stephen Shaw with the first tackle. Oh, they just put Stephen back to safety. They just changed up their defense. Oh, now the comeback.
3 wide left. Gutierrez, empty backfield on a shotgun. Goes back to pass. Takes it over to one side, goes over the middle, has a man wide open, going to catch it. He's at the 30-yard line of the 20-foot race. Just what I said, but don't need a cheap touchdown to give up. And that's what happened. Joe Murillo, great job by the quarterback, though, looking one way and then throwing it over the middle, but wide open, right over the middle. And the Wildcats are now up by a score of 15-0.
That chop in on that. They picked out to the side for Craig Baum and it's right up the middle. Who was the receiver?
Murillo,
okay.
number 5. The Brady will come in for the extra point. It is up. It is good. With 1:10 to go in this first half of play, it's now the Wildcats 16 and the Tigers 0.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Scoring drive for the Wildcats, 3 plays, and they cover 66 yards tonight. 62 of those on the pass play. On the touchdown, that went from Ethan Gutierrez to Joel Murillo, and the extra point by Pareda Good, 16-0 in favor of the Wildcats. Still a lot of football to go, though. A lot of football to be played. The drive only took 39 seconds off the clock. The Freitas kickoff. Low line driver. Right at the 6-yard line to Benitez. He's out to the 15 to the 20. Breaks the to the 25. There's a little bit of a miss over there. And they ran at his old player. It comes down to the 38-yard line. And the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 38 with 1:02 remaining in this first half of play.
Yeah, he had Ramos center ahead of him. Or Silva, maybe. And he ran right into the back of him.
All right, for the Tigers to get a late touchdown. Need to have that with some momentum going at the half. The Tigers get the kickoff in the second half. No reason to hold your head or anything. It's just 16-0. That's only 2 scores. Reed in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Then hand it up the middle of Quintero. Penalty flag goes down. Quintero jumps out. Still on his feet out to the 50-yard line. Going to run it down. We may have a holding call against the Tigers. Has a penalty flag at the 42-yard line. He's not easy to bring down.
No, he's not. He's very strong.
Bounced off of him and continues
strong
on.
legs. Very strong legs.
But I think it's going to go against the Tigers this time, and maybe that's the first penalty. Yeah, it will be a hold against Imperial. Nullifies a good run by Manuel Quintero. About a 12-yarder. That's going to be nullified. So it's 7-yarders to go from the point of the infraction.
54 seconds to go, first half.
And it'll be a first down and about 18, and bringing it back to the 29-yard line. And time out of the field by the referees. Have a little chat.
He's pointed, Benny Carter pointed back to the sideline. I see South over there.
We'll recap the scoring and have the stats for you at halftime and update you on other scores. We'll also look for the first time at the rankings and how they look heading into this weekend in all the divisions that our Valley schools participate in. So we'll have that at halftime as well, so stay with us. First and about 19 from the 29. Back to passes Reed. Going to throw to the near side, and that's going to be close to Brent Adams. It'll fall incomplete. Be a second down at 19.
Yeah, the timing play there. That ball was in the air before he made his pass. That's a long throw, though.
13 passes in this first half by Jordan Reed, but only good for 22 yards.
Wow.
7 completions.
7 of 13, you said?
Yeah. And off up the middle of Quintero, nowhere to go. He'll get to the 30-yard line, a gain of a yard. And a third down and 18 from the 30.
You going to sit on it?
Actually, Padilla gets the call on that one. He got the yard. And 23 seconds to go. The Tigers will have to snap it one more time. I think they're going to go ahead and maybe just...
No?
And maybe just stand up.
Sure took a long time.
Yeah, to the side. 11 seconds. It may take a delay. Let the clock run out as much as it will to 3, 2, 1, and that'll be it. So the first half score here at Warren Field in Brawley, the Wildcats 16 and the Tigers 0. And we'll recap the scoring, look at the stats, and get you up to date on all the scores involving Valley Schools. But our halftime report continues here in just a moment.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the Valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The Valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial. No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. 10 stars, quality you can feel.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down.
Why is that?
That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
Halftime score, the Brawley Wildcats 16, the Imperial Tigers 0, and here's how the scoring went. Wildcats got on the board first with 8:44 to go in the first quarter of play on a 6-play, 35-yard drive. Took 3 minutes and 16 seconds and was capped by a 51-yard field goal by Xavier Ferreira, and it was 3-0 Wildcats. Their second drive was just 3 plays and 14 yards, came after a block punt, and it was capped by a 9-yard touchdown run by freshman quarterback Ethan Gutierrez. The extra point was no good, and a 2-minute and 31-second drive left the score 9-0. And then late in the first half, minute 10 to go before halftime, a 3-play, 66-yard drive, 62 of it on a pass play from Gutierrez to Murillo, and the extra point by Pareto was good. Leaves us the halftime score of 16-0. We said that Wildcats wouldn't throw much. They'd thrown 7 times in the game. First 3 were incomplete. The last 4 were. And of those completions, they have 82 yards passing on 4 of 7. 2 of them for 16 yards to Blake Brickbaum. 1 completion of 6 yards to Damian Reyes, and then the one that really hurts him, Murillo, of 62 yards. In the rushing department, Gutierrez has carried 5 times for 37 yards. They get 6 times for 46 yards and a touchdown. Damian Reyes, 2 carries for -5. Adrian Chavez, 1 carry for 12. And then Blake Brickbaum carried the ball 6 times for 34 yards. So let's see, 46, 41, 87 yards rushing, 82 yards passing for the Wildcats. For the Tigers, Jordan Reed has completed 7 of 13 passes in the first half, but it was only for a net of 22 yards. 4 of those catches to Jacob Gray for 15 yards. 1 catch by Brenton Adams for 6 yards. 1 catch to Ryan Bonillas for 6 yards. The one that hurts is Joey Ramos, 1 catch for -5. That's been it. He's been double-teamed the entire first half. And if I were an opposing coach, that's what I would do, too.
Yeah, you have to.
He's an outstanding receiver. Rushing for the Tigers, leading ball carrier is Mano Quintero, 11 carries, 34 yards. Jesus Padilla, 4 carries for 16 yards. And then, and that's it, just the 2 ball carriers. So a total of 50 yards rushing and 22 passing for 72 net yards for the Tigers.
Wow.
Kind of sets that there. So halftime score, Brawley 16, Imperial 0. We'll look at the defensive stats as our halftime show continues here in just a moment.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers! Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
Halftime score, the Brawley Wildcats 16, the Imperial Tigers 0, and George has the defensive stats for us.
Yeah, I was just looking at the one that I'm shocked with is Ethan Ramos. I looked at him with one tackle and that one sack for the first half. But leading the Tigers is linebacker Brandon Silva with 5. And then after that, C.J. Ramos, Miles Moore with 2. Also Beto Sanchez with 2. And then with single tackles, I got Joey Ramos, Ryan Bonillas, Stephen Shaw, James Ponce. And Ethan's the one that's a shocker for me. Oh, Maurice Padilla also. Hopefully they have a big second half because they're attractors.
The Tigers will get the ball in the second half. So, like I said, there's a lot of football to go, and the Tigers only down by 2 scores when you think of it that way. 2 8-point scores, and you're back tied up for the ball game. One of the things mentioned, we said a while ago about one thing we've seen with Brawley running backs is they run hard every single time. Lee Elder brought up a tailback by the name of Tim Dial a few years back when Terry Lowe was the coach here in Brawley many moons ago. And Lowe switched Dial to tailback, and the Brawley season just took off. In the open, he mentions Brawley backs always run hard. Dial ran very hard. I think back of many running backs that I've watched in my years of calling games for the Wildcats. And, yeah, they've always ran really, really hard. I don't know what it is they've instilled in kids, but they run really, really hard.
Hard no, too.
Well, I will say that one run by Jesus Padilla that ran over Craig.
Yeah.
Wow. That surprised me. Craig is difficult to get off his feet, and Manuel just ran over him. Jesus just ran right over him. That was pretty impressive. We had some halftime scores. I know we were you those up. And
check this one out. Centro over Calexico, still in the second, 51-0.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Now we had Central Southwest over Palo Verde, 21-18 in the second.
That was a good game there with the Eagles and the Jackets.
Calapat over Copa, 21-12, and that's update we had in the second. Where's the other one? Oh, Holtville. Running clock already in the second quarter, 55-0 over Southwest.
Wow. Holtville's rolling. Like I said, they've only got one loss this year, and that was to the Tigers in the second game of the season. Other than that, they've been rolling over people pretty well.
Yeah, so, good running back.
Yeah, we shut him down both years, last year at home and then this year at Holtville, and he just wasn't effective at all. But they gave him a chance to run. The young man can get after it. Looking at the rankings for Division III, and that's what everybody's trying to get into the playoffs among most of the Valley IVL schools. Scripps Ranch is the number 1 team. They're the only undefeated team in Division III right now. Hilltop is number 2 with San Diego High School number 3. Central is ranked number 4 right now. Juanita Vista is 5. Mount Carmel is number 6. Mater Dei Catholic is number 7. La Jolla is number 8. And the Tigers are number 9 coming into this. That victory last week that we said over Monte Vista was a big one. It was big enough for them to jump over Brawley, even though the Wildcats beat Copa 57-0 last week. Valhalla is the number 10 team, and Brawley sits as number 11 coming into tonight in the power rankings. And the Kearney Comets are number 12 right now. Which Kearney you saw in before the season started, and were a formidable team. Yeah,
they had
number 12.
Big quarterback and big running back.
The top 12 are guaranteed of getting playoff spots. Kearney's on the bubble for that. West Hills is number 13, University City 14. El Capitan number 15. They're 0-5. That's hard to believe. That Carroll seems to be good every year. They're 0-5 this year. Rancho Buena Vista, another one, 0-5 this season so far. And then Southwest Eagles are number 17. That is in Division 3. In Division 2, or actually in Division 4, which also involves some Valley schools, Santana is number 1. Sarah's number 2. Del Norte number 3. We've seen Santana and Del Norte in the past. And we saw Mount Miguel last year. He got a quarterback that can wheel the ball around everywhere. He is the league of the team at number 4. Escondido's number 5. Orange Glen is 6. La Jolla Country Day 7th. Montgomery 8th. Patrick Henry 9th. And Tri-City Christian number 10. Sweetwater who's playing tonight against, trying to think of who it was. One of the Valley schools are going up there to play Sweetwater. Vincent Memorial, I think, maybe?
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, Vincent Memorial. Well, Sweetwater is number 11. Chula Vista number 12, so sitting on the bubble. Calexico number 15. They'll have to do something to try to make the playoffs in division number 4. In Division 5, we'll get that real quick, as the Manzanita League schools and Palo Verde are in Division 5. Vincent Memorial's number 1, Holtville number 2, both of them are 5-1. Castle Park is number 3. They're the only unbeaten team right now in Division 5. Mission Bay number 4, Palo Verde sits at number 5. Crawford is number 6, Claremont 7th. El Cajon Valley number 8. They were normally at the bottom, and I mentioned a game or two in the past of how they've got some wins coming back. Yeah, they're 3-2 coming into this weekend. They're number 8 in Division 5. Francis Parker, number 9. Southwest of San Diego, number 10. Boy, they're liable to drop some after this loss if they have at the Holtville tonight. Running clock already in the second quarter. Mountain Empire's number 11. Escondido Charter, number 12. And Calipatria, number 15 right now, but leading Copa at the moment. That's going to help their power rankings a little bit, if the Hornets can hold on to that win.
They were good last week. We got to watch it.
Well, go ahead. I was going to mention that and ask you about that.
The world's O'Farrell Charter is fun.
I think it's safe to say they're somewhere west of us.
Yes, that's smart. That's like that whole thing. Your flag at the line. That's all.
Yeah. So can you tell us about that?
That ceremony was just awesome. I've got the chills right now.
The ceremony you're talking about is Cedric Thompson, outstanding player at Calipatria, who went on to play for the University of Minnesota and then played in the professional ranks with the Dolphins and
the Patriots, the Bengals, and the Vikings.
Okay. So he played for all those teams. He's now retired, and he retired his jersey last week.
Yes, they did.
At Memorial Stadium in Calipatria.
Yeah, and he just, we were choked up. He thanked the town. He said he would not be who he is without that town.
That's cool.
But when he told me before he went out for the halftime festivities that his high school career was the best time he ever had. He said, college is okay, the pros, he said, it's a bunch of individuals, but he said, high school, you played as a team.
Yeah.
And he said, he wishes he could go back and just keep playing the whole time in high school. He said, well, they played smaller schools.
Right.
He said I couldn't remember the yardage. He got 1,800 yards one year and 1,450.
Okay.
And there's all these numbers they were throwing out. I said, what?
You realize that many, huh?
Yeah. And then his wife had a little get-together for us here at Inferno, and she made a video clip. Oh, it was so beautiful.
That's great.
Just to watch him play again the way he did. I forgot about him hurdling those guys.
It's funny because sometimes you think of things, and in your mind they were more spectacular than they were, and there's others you didn't think were that great, and then you see them, and you marvel at what happened there.
Oh, it was just such a good time.
That's neat.
Such a good time.
That is neat. And to have his wife and family there and everything, and that's just great.
And Luca, Madeline and Luca.
So congratulations.
Yeah,
you deserve it. Good job. Wildcats have come back out of the field for the second half. We're just moments away from the second half kickoff, with the Tigers will be receiving in the second half, and we'll have that second half kickoff for you as our halftime show concludes here in just a moment.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday. Peyton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save the bus with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Peyton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and 8 Road in Imperial.
Ray at Dermot's Floor Covering would like to take this opportunity to say thank you, Imperial Valley, for your patronage. Dermot's Floor Covering has been in business since 1978, working hard to satisfy customers with exceptional products and outstanding service. They're doing something right at Dermot's Floor Covering, so if you're looking to replace your flooring, stop by Dermot's Floor Covering and see the latest styles from the Shaw Floor Gallery, a gallery that will inspire you. Dermot's also offers free estimates valley-wide. Stop by 220 North J Street in Imperial.
Halftime score, the Wildcats 16, the Tigers 0 as we get ready to kick off here in the second half. Tiger coach Terry Laguerre is talking over with John Seaman, head referee. And did an interview with John this summer that was in the Imperial Valley Alive magazine. And do you know that he, after doing games on Friday nights, many times will go junior college games and referees in those in San Diego and all the way up as far as Bakersfield.
Wow.
Yeah. Which I had no clue that he did that.
No, me
but he does. He has he has such a love for refereeing and officiating that he wanted to try it in the college ranks. And now he gets contacted to be part of teams and will get home late after a game here in the Valley and will get up early and drive many, many miles to go do a game in San Diego or LA. So that's kind of cool. There's been a problem with keeping and getting more new referees. We've seen that already once this year, that they had to reschedule a game on Thursday night instead of Friday because there wasn't enough referees. And that was one of the things I wanted to get across doing that article, was trying to see where the problem is in not getting the new referees and how to get them in. We wrote the story, went out in Imperial Valley Alive magazine. Peggy's listening tonight, I think. And we put a little sidebar on it if someone were interested in the contact, and we did get a couple of guys I heard that had come out with an interest in refereeing. But he says the biggest problem is that there's a lot of people who want to complain about the refereeing, but they don't want to get in to do the refereeing. And he says it goes all the way down to Pop Warner. He said you got to have such a thick skin that you get people that are jumping on these guys, and it's like if you don't have referees, you can't have a game. So they're doing the best they can. They're human like everybody else. Mistakes are going to be made like everybody else. And it's just amplified when you see it on the field like that. But I have the utmost respect for refereeing. I wouldn't want to be down there.
I don't want to. I've done umpiring in baseball.
There's too many things to look at. Like you said, you've done umpiring. I did umpiring in Little League way back when, or something like the magnitude that you did. I wouldn't want to do high school football. There's just so many things to see, and you've got to answer them quickly, and it's bang, bang plays every time. It's a hard job to do.
I could do it now.
I admire
your shot.
I admire the referees, and I think they've done a great job tonight. I think the calls that have been made tonight have all been spot on, and we've said many times, if you can go through a night and not really see the referees and letting the kids play, that's a good deal. And for the most part, they've done that. They had to call a few of them, but they were pretty obvious calls, we thought, and going both ways. And so,
well, speaking of doing a great job, thank you. Or Margaret, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Margaret. Yeah, I got to call it. The real name is Margaret. You're supposed to know her by Peggy, but if I mention her, Margaret, some people will know who I'm talking about. But you do. So, yeah, she should be listening in tonight.
They do a great job on that magazine.
Our son Tommy and his wife Rachel, and 4 of our grandkids are supposed to come down tomorrow, so we're pretty excited about getting to see them before they move to Oregon. Without the second half, will be caught by Ryan Bonillas at the 7-yard line. From the near sideline, he goes toward the middle of the field out to the 15 to the 20, 25. And he hit at the 27-yard line and brought down there. And that's where the Tigers will have the ball first and 10 at their own 27. Jordan Reed, a quarterback. Manuel Quintero comes out. Will be at the tailback position. Joey Ramos will be the split in. Ryan Bonillas, Jacob Gray. And also getting a call tonight, Andrew Luna will get in that receiver spot as well tonight. Brenton Adams also in there as receiver. We'll get the line for you in just a moment. From the 27-yard line, Tigers with the ball, first and 10. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Back to passes, Reed sets up, looks on the far side, and it completes to Joey Ramos. High tracks 1 Wildcat, can't get by the second, but gets probably the yardage out across the 30 to the 33-yard line, be a gain of 6, and a second down and 4.
That's where I would go right there. Let him do the run after catch.
Which he is so good at.
So good.
Yeah.
Love watching him run.
Has great hands, but terrific speed as well. Second down and 4 from the 33. Back to pass is Reed. Sets up in the pocket, going to throw to the near side to Jacob Gray. And as soon as he touches the ball, and it's going to go against the Wildcats, and that Brent Adams is going to penalty, and that's where it was right there. The first penalty was going to be a taunting against the Wildcats.
No, he came up with an elbow.
And he came up with the elbow too, okay.
Yeah, he threw an elbow.
But he threw it over the top of Jacob Gray, and then Brent Adams came in and pushed the Wildcat, and that's going to be a 15. They're going to be an offsetting penalty. They'll play it again. And immediately, Terry LeGarrette takes Brenton off the field to get him calmed down. That's where he got a hold your emotions under control. The referees took care of the situation.
Hey, you just seen the flag thrown right there.
Yep.
But that was dirty what he did. That kid came underneath with an elbow.
Yep. And that was Rio who scored the touchdown just before the half, just after the ball had touched Jacob. If he wouldn't have done that and just hit,
15-yarder.
But
blew the ball.
Yeah. And instead of it being moved out to near midfield, the ball's going to stay where it was at, and it'll be offsetting is how they're going to probably call this, as penalties will go against each team. I know you want to come to the defense of your teammate. I understand that.
Yeah.
But there's times you've got to let the referees take care of any indiscretions out there. I think that's where the case was here. Now, they can they put the ball back to the line of scrimmage. That's, I think what it's going to be is going to be offsetting penalties.
What's this? What does that mean? They're telling the coach to take it off.
Yeah, well, then put it back to second down. It should be just a play over. Will the player get?
What is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The way they were going, they may have.
The way he was waving his arm, is he out?
I don't know. Let's see if he's still in uniform. He's not on the field anymore. No, he is on the field. So no, he's still on the football field. Now they moved to third down though. It should be second down still, and they have it at third down because it should be offsetting penalties, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So it should be back to second down, and nobody has seen it yet. It should be second down. They're still showing third. They're showing second down on the scoreboard. Now let's see if they're going to change it back.
Yeah, I think the coaches are bringing that up right now.
Yeah, it should be offsetting penalties because they're both dead ball fouls, so it should go back to second down. And John Seaman, he went over to the second down, so they got that one right. So second and 4 at the 33 for Imperial. Empty backfield for Jordan Reed. 6'5" signal caller for the Tigers, a junior. Goes back to pass. Has pretty good protection. Going to go deep. Has receiver open. Ball's going to go a little short, but it's going to be caught by the Tigers at 30. To the 20. 10. 5. Touchdown Imperial. Brian Bonillas will make the catch between two Wildcats, and the Tigers are on the scoreboard.
And they're both down, too.
That would be a 67-yard touchdown aerial from Jordan Reed to Ryan Bonillas. What a great job of Ryan catching that between two players.
Yeah, he caught that running backwards, and he headed back towards our line of scrimmage, 2 steps, and he went right around it, and both those players took each other out. That would have been Adrian Travis' hit.
I'd say Ryan's taller than both of those guys, and yet would have to do that. That's a good job, Ryan.
And both the Brawley players went out. One holding his wrist. Big hit, but he hit his own player.
Since the Tigers are down by 2 scores still, they're going to go for the 2 right here, try to make it a 16-8 ball game. So Reed will stay into the line at the quarterback. Tigers will try to figure out the play real quick to get this 2 yards. Brenton Adams goes in late into the field. He'll go wide right. And timeout will be called by Reed. I think that's why I think you got to make sure to get this 2 points right now. This is important. So timeout on the field, 11:04 to go, third quarter. It's the Wildcats 16 and the Tigers 6.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Back here on the field, big 2-point conversion attempt here by the Tigers as they trail this game 16-6. They'll try to make it a one-score game with this 2-point conversion.
This puts a lot of pressure on Brawley now. They've got to start moving the ball again.
Bonillas, Gray, and Brent Navis back in the lineup. They'll go wide right. Manuel Quintero will go slot left. Joey Ramos will go wide left. It'll be an empty backfield for Jordan Reed. A big 2-pointer right here for the Tigers. Reed looks over the defense, starts marking up the signals, takes the snap, goes back to pass. Heavy rush, going to throw it out to the side, no one's there. It looked like Joey Ramos and Manuel Quintero ran into each other out there. And the ball came up short and not getting out to either one of them. So the Tigers come up short on the 2-point conversion, but the score with 11:04 to go in the third quarter, it's the Wildcats 16 and the Tigers 6.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, full, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Dayton Road in Imperial.
Scoring drive for the Tigers to get the second half kickoff. 2 plays, 73 yards, a 67-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed, his 13th of the year, to Ryan Bonillas, his 3rd touchdown reception of the year. And it's a 16-6 ball game. Kickoff by Velasquez will go back to the 10-yard line. Coming to the near side, trying to turn the corner. He does so to the 20-yard line, 25, still on his feet to the 30-yard line, 35 to the 40. Penalty flag goes down behind the play as he's brought down at the 45-yard line as Reyes gets up there. But a penalty, there might be a block to the back, but depending on where that flag was drawn, it's going to be a holding and skid for Brawley. And boy, that hurts the Wildcats. Instead of getting field position out around the 45-yard line, it's going to bring it back to the point of the infraction of the hold.
And then 10 yards from there, right?
Right. So back to the infraction, which is around the 26, it looks like. And then a march of 10 yards from there, so back to the 16. So a huge penalty against the Wildcats on that return. And nullified a good return by Damian Reyes, too. He did a good job of turning the corner and zipping along the near sideline. So they'll put it back to the 16-yard line for Brawley. 1st and 10, their first possession of the second half. Ethan Gutierrez, who completed his last 4 in a row, including a 62-yard touchdown pass. Freshman quarterback, under center. We'll have Reyes and Craigbaum in the backfield for the Prozac. Take the handoff. Quarterback keeper on the right side. Ethan Ramos is right there. Going to bring him down. No gain on the play. Maybe a yard. It'll be a second down and long for the Wildcats. Get the gain of a yard.
Yeah, you should have pitched that one. That was Ethan.
Trying to do a little bit too much on that one.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. I think he pitches it. He goes out against Heber Luna.
7th carry for 47 yards in the game, including a touchdown for the freshman quarterback. Beautiful night for football, man. It's just outstanding out here. Weather's starting to turn here in the valley. Mornings are cool. I get up and walk around 4 in the morning. It's about 60 to 65 degrees. It's just gorgeous. Back into the shotgun. Gutierrez takes his time. Hands it off Craigbaum over the right side. Craigbaum turns the corner on the far side. He's on the run. He's got some room to run to the 50-yard line of the 45. It's a quick race to the goal line. Makes the tackle up to 25, and he will go all the way in for the touchdown. And a simple pitch, and that's it.
I cannot believe he outran Brian.
He did. It's hard to believe that he did. 83-yard touchdown run by Blake Craigbaum. And the 6 points the Tigers cut into the Wildcat lead is given up on 2 plays.
Wow. Well, there goes our running yardage. We're doing pretty good.
117 yards on 7 carries for Craigbaum. The first 3 carries, He had a net of 3. Moreno will come in for the extra point attempt. Follows down, he kicks it up, and it is good. With 9:49 to go in this third quarter of play, it's now the Wildcats 23 and the Tigers 6.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. Just start. Quality you can feel.
Scoring drive for the Wildcats, 2 plays, 84 yards, took a minute and 12. An 83-yard run by Blake Crickbaum. And the extra point by Breda Good. It's a 23-6 Brawley lead. Now we'll see a gut check for the Tigers right now. Bit of adversity. Think you're back into the ball game. Now you've dropped another 6 or 7 points to them. Now let's see what the Tigers can do.
Yeah, good answer.
Yep, let's see, get an answer here.
Good score from the Tigers.
Already kicking out, left-footed, soccer style. It'll be a deep one now. Cornelius will go back to the 4. Goes up into the middle of the field out to the 10. Goes to the far sideline at the 15. Tries to pick up a blocker at the 20. It's away from 1 and not the second. It'll get across the 25 to about the 27, 28-yard line. First and 10 for the Tigers from their own 28.
See what we can do out here. We got to answer that one now.
Yeah, right now the Tigers got to go down and see this one.
I'm trying to get to the scores and I hit the wrong one.
Lois and Edward Say is listening from home. Since I was the first half of a great broadcast. Thank you for that, Lois. We're hoping to bring home a victory. Stay with us. A lot of football to be played here tonight. And hope to see you next week at homecoming night. First and 10 Tigers from their own 28. And out up the middle to Quintero. Breaks a couple of tackles right at the line of scrimmage. Then will bore his way out across the 35. They're marked right at the 35-yard line. Good gain of 7, though. Second down and 3.
Yeah, that was a beautiful little cut to the left. He stopped. Oh, he's down. Shoot.
And Quintero's down. He's been struggling with the shoulder.
Oh, I think it's a leg.
Okay, so it's not the shoulder this time. And he gets up, may have turned an ankle into that. Maybe the kind of way he's walking is that way. Jesus Padilla comes in to try to help him on the sidelines.
Oh, there.
He
He
said,
feels better.
Walk out of the top. I'll tell you what, that's a tough young man right there. Daniel, a senior, 5'7" and 175, plays far bigger than what his size is. Second down and 3 for the Tigers from their own 35. Britton Adams will go wide out to the left. Tigers have 3 wide to the wide right and 3 wide left to the short side of the field. Reed will hand it off to Padilla up the middle. They get the first down, and Sidmore across the 40-yard line all the way to the 44. Gain of 9 and a first down for the Tigers.
Right up the middle, right up the cut, straight up. No cuts. And dragging the
breaking tackles. Yeah, breaking tackles as he goes. Back to passes.
This one I want to see.
For Brenton Adams on the near side, almost makes the catch behind the back of Murillo, who had no idea where the football was at. Almost was able to make the catch.
Yeah, he reached right over.
Wow, he sure did.
Got a foot on the guy. They need to keep doing that right there, though.
And he kind of took it in the air and almost was able to catch it after the tip even. But the ball's incomplete. There'll be a second down to 10 from the 44. Good idea by the Tigers. They'll try to get that really quick in there. Almost before the chains even got lined up. So second down and 10 for Imperial from their own 44-yard line. Reed, back to pass. Sets up. Looks over the middle. Finds Jacob Crape. Catches it. Into Brawley territory at the 48-yard line. Be a couple of yards short. But a third down and 2 coming up after the gain of 8. Good job by Jacob catching that one.
Yeah. Got hit as soon as he got it.
That's his 5th catch on the night. Most receptions he's had in the game this year. Hand up the middle, Padilla. Padilla get the first down. Inside the Wildcat 45-yard line. First down, Imperial.
Let it fight. They hadn't stopped short of the first down. He fought for that little spin.
First and 10 Tigers from the 45 of the Wildcats. And off up the middle again. Ooh, Seeley hits the 40, continues on to the 36-yard line. He ran into a Craig Farmer again, George. My goodness. And you can hear the crowd cheer him on that.
And Craig Farmer down.
Gain of 9. Second down and 1. And I'm thinking the handoff this time. Going to throw it. Going to complete a rifle. And he gets first down to the 35-yard, 25-yard line. First down Tigers on a gain of 11.
Ooh. Looks like he got Ryan by the helmet. We got some kind of a timeout. Timeout, Brawley.
Timeout called by Brawley. The Tigers will have a first down and 10 from the Wildcats 25 and return. It's the Wildcats 23, Imperial 6.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Tigers set up for a first and 10 at the Wildcats 25-yard line. And I think the whole huddle offense for the Tigers is really putting the Wildcats right back on their heels.
That's the edge. Slow down. Good call by Coach South.
Right.
Slow this down a little bit. It's like a pitcher that pitches too quick.
Juanias will go wide left along with Ramos. Brenton Adams will be wide right along with Luna and Jacob Gray. From the shotgun.
1-on-1, Joey out there.
Back to pass is Reed. Pump fakes. Now going to pass it. Finds Ramos. Going to catch it to the 20-yard line. Makes a couple of moves. Gets to the 15-yard line. Close to a first down for the Tigers. Near the 15. Again, Joey making things happen on his own.
The one thing I didn't like on that, you see how long you sat there waiting for that?
True. Gives time for the reaction.
Yeah. It took too long for the read to get there.
9-yard gain. Second down and 1. Just outside the 15. Back to head up the middle to Padilla. Padilla will get the first down for the Tigers.
That's a good trip at number 6.
So first down for Imperial. They'll mark the ball at the 12-yard line.
And J.J. Gutierrez, I don't know where he came from, but he was laying on the ground and he was able to trip Padilla. So he goes for more.
First and 10 Tigers from the Wildcat 12. Back to pass is Reed. Looks toward the end zone. Incomplete. It's going to be a penalty flag. Yeah, it's going to be a face guard against the Wildcats. They could not contain at all Jesus Padilla. Came out of that field.
Did he come out of the backfield?
He was in the slot.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's going to go against the Wildcats.
I'm thinking of the tape.
John's team is going to go there and call a holding against the Wildcats. So, yep, it'll go against them. That'll give the Tigers a first down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it half the distance of the goal. It's a first and goal at the 6.
Talking about the Tejas planet, there's Nathan. He's one of my all-time favorite players. Wish I could keep watching him.
2 wide right, 3 wide left for the Tigers. Reed in the empty backfield goes back to pass. Passes it over the middle, incomplete.
Ooh.
It was intended for Brenton Adams. He just couldn't get up far enough to get it. A lot of rush. You got to give the Wildcats.
They are.
They put some pressure on Jordan Reed on that one. If all incomplete, it'll be a second down and goal from the 6.
They're coming in from the left side, too, of that time.
117 yards passing for Reed. He's completed 5 of 7 here in the second half, including the 67-yard touchdown pass. Back to pass Reed again. Little flame in the corner, and Brenton Adams didn't quite make the move quick enough to try to get away from the defender. It'll be a third down and goal from the 6.
It looked like he was running that time.
It was a nice bait pass.
Yeah.
And he just didn't go to the corner quick enough, it looked like.
Oh, the tight end's going in there.
Yep, Daniel Mendenhall, who's now at a tight end spot. He came up from the JV team as center earlier in the season. Now they moved him to tight end and a tight out on the field. With 6:38 to go in the third quarter, it's Brawley 23, Imperial 6.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again, voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in Centro. I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down.
Why is that?
That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
Tigers facing a third down and goal from the Wildcats' 6-yard line. Less than 4 wide receivers to the left side of the field. Joey Ramos alone to the right. He'll be double-teamed out there, though. Jordan Reed an empty backfield from the shotgun. Gets the snap. Goes back to pass. Rolls out to his right. Looks around. Going to throw it for Ramos in the end zone. Incomplete. Goes through his hands. Right along the sideline. It falls incomplete. So now a 4th down and goal to go from the 6. 3 straight incompletions, and the Tigers had a 1st and goal to 6. And they're going to go for the field goal attempt, try to get some points out of this. Coming to attempt it will be Edgar Robles. It's not much more than an extra point, but there is, all on the right hash mark, you've got an angle.
Yeah.
Ryan Bernius will be on the hold. And something happened with one of the chain game markers. The time out of the field while they check that out. Do we have some updated scores we can get while we got the chance here? Go ahead if you have them.
Let's see, we got Southwest over Palo Verde in the third quarter, 28-24. Holtville over Southwest of San Diego, 62-6. Wow. And of course our score here. Last update we got was Calapat over Copa, 28-20 in the halftime.
It's be a 23-yarder by Robles. Ball is down. Kick is up, and it looks like it's good.
Yes.
Indeed it is. So 6:31 to go in the third quarter. It's now Brawley 23, Imperial 9.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
12-play drive for the Tigers that would go down to the 6-yard line. That should allow the clock out, too.
Well, yeah, we got there by running the ball, and we stopped.
Yeah, and then we stopped the same pass. Yeah, and then when incomplete, yeah.
Gosh, give it to Padilla.
21-yard field goal by Robles will cut the Brawley lead down to 23-9 with 6:31 to go in the third quarter. Kickoff is going to be returned to fly the Wildcats to the 40-yard line. Make it the 39. Let's see if they're going to move it around or not.
Yeah, 39. Jason Denault in on the tackle for the Tigers. Tripped him
About
up.
a 24-yarder, I think. So first and 10, they're going to put to the 39-yard line for the Wildcats. They have the football in the lead, 23-9. Gutierrez at quarterback. Tried to hand it off to Craigbaum, and they didn't take it out of his hand, and Gutierrez is going to carry it himself. He'll get across the 40 to the 42. Big gain of 3, second down and 7.
That Craigbaum got hit just before they even got the ball. Good job by Gutierrez to keep that and make something out of nothing. Nick Escalante with his first tackle.
Marked that all the way to the 43, so gain of 4. Second down and 6.
Okay, who's missing? Somebody's missing from the defensive backfield. We got Steven Shaw back there right now, along with Brendan Adams, Brian Bonias.
And handoff. Craig Baum over right tackle. I'll take the handoff. Again, Gutierrez is going to keep it on the option. He'll get out to the 45-yard line, the gain of a couple. 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Brandon Silva.
53 yards on 9 carries for Gutierrez and a touchdown. Touchdown running and a touchdown passing for the freshman quarterback.
Good, done a great job.
Yes.
And for a freshman,
Yeah,
I thought we were going to be able to rattle him.
I think there's 3 more years to be the quarterback for Brawley. He's a good one. 3rd down and 4 from the 45.
Stop.
And out the back, push back through, and the Tigers run.
Beautiful.
Yes, a great block. Close wall to keep them from going any further, and no gain at all.
Folks, a good ball game.
Damian Reyes, we're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure he got back to it or not, but there'll be no gain. 4th down and 4 from the 45. But man, what a wall that he faced there. Just a big white wall. That was it, in white jerseys. So we're going to have to punt it as the Wildcats go 3 and out. And if Bill will get the football right back.
10. We've only got 10. 1.
Jacob Gray goes back to receive, and they're going to fake. No, they're
ready for that.
Say. They're running downfield way before the ball was punted from the middle of the field. And it's going to roll down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. It's the first time I haven't seen Joey back there receiving. He's sitting over here on the sideline.
Oh, he's getting taped up.
Okay.
He's going out right now.
Okay. So with 4:14 to go in the 3rd quarter, Tigers get the football again. See if we can do something with it. They'll start this drive at their own 14-yard line.
Yeah, we only have 10 guys going out on the field, and the 10th one was just leaving the sideline.
Right. And he was one of the receivers that you can receive it too. That's not a good sign.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So 1st and 10, Tigers from their own 4-yard line. Jesus Padilla will be in the backfield along with Jordan Reed, who walks over and says something to one of his receivers on the far side and comes back from the shotgun. Low snap, picks it up though, rolls to his right, looking downfield, looking, now passes it.
Oh, nice.
And as soon as he is touched, and again, it's going to be an elbow leading the tackle that's coming from Damian Reyes, and it's going to be a penalty against the Wildcats. They need to stop doing that.
That's another elbow right there.
Yes, it is. That's 2 elbows we've seen. Kind of surprised that the Wildcat coaching staff doesn't bring those players off the field when they do that to give them a talking to. And it's not. It's going to be a 1st down for the Tigers, 15-yarder. That'll put it out to the 34-yard line. A little bit more than that. Your 1st and 10, they're going to put it for 34. That's the penalty for the Wildcats. Clean tackles are one thing, but you can't put the elbows out there.
Did he catch the ball? That weighs so many yards.
I didn't think he got the ball.
Sure, it's a lot of yards.
It must. I'm not sure. I didn't think he got the ball. I thought it bounced away. Nevertheless, Tigers have the ball 1st and 10 to 34. Take the handoff. Going to roll Adams incomplete. Just a little out of his reach, but it did go through both hands. It'll be a 2nd down and 10.
Just a little high. He was full stride, too. He catches that, we get some yards on that.
Little slant over the middle. Yeah, he's got some room to run.
We need to do that one again. I like that call right there.
2nd down and 10 from the 34. Low snap again. Back to pass Reed. Throws it. Going to complete it to Joey Ramos at around the 39-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. 3rd down and 5 coming up for Imperial.
Good open field tackle by him. It was a 22. Adrian Chavez.
It's just the 4th catch of the night for Joey Ramos.
He didn't allow it to get going either.
No.
Tough one to bring down once he gets going.
3rd down and 5 from the 39. Hand off the D up the middle. Jesus will get the 1st down, breaks the tackle a little more out to the 50-yard line. Finally going to be brought down at the Wildcat 48, 1st and 10 Imperial. He gets stopped. I tell you what, 13-yard gain this time for Jesus.
He didn't try to go around him, and he went right through him.
Right through him. Senior running back, and man, he's just been superlative this year. First and 10 Tigers from the Brawley 48. Goes back to pass is Reed. Reed will get the D out in the flat, and just took too long to develop. He had plenty of time for Mario to make the tackle. After no gain, it'll be a second down and 10 from the 48. And Peggy is listening, by the way.
Okay.
Text me and said that Peggy is listening. So glad you're with us tonight, Peg. The second and 10 from the 48 of the Wildcats. Man in motion, Padilla. Back to pass is Reed. Reed looks downfield. Has a receiver, Brenton Adams wide open at the 10. Misses it to the 5. And out of bounds at the 2-yard line. First and goal to go Imperial for 2.
Pretty fast. He just got behind the both defenders.
46-yarder on that one. The Tigers are the first and goal at the Wildcat 2.
Really fast. I think he pedaled down here. Helmet off. Okay, now just run it. Just run it.
Hand it to Padilla and give it to him up the middle. Going to get it to him, but they're going to come around the side. He'll break a tackle or two to get back to the line of scrimmage, but really got to lift your cap to Nathan May, who came from the defensive end position and was able to get in there and slow him down.
I think they gave him about a yard.
Okay, gain of a yard, so second down and goal from the 1.
I think Benny says take one step.
Takes the handoff, and Reed's going to carry it himself, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's line of scrimmage. It'll be a third down and goal for the 1.
Yeah. Didn't even carry the ball, get hurt.
Brennan Adams comes in and will be at the halfback position. Reed will hand off Brennan up the middle. Brennan will get stopped. He will not make it. He'll get to the line of scrimmage. Penalty flag goes down after it. It just goes against the Wildcats. It's a fresh new set of downs for Imperial.
Personal foul.
Personal foul on the hit against the Wildcats. That'll make it a first and goal for Imperial for 1. Brendan's first carry of the night, and he was able to manage to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like they're working on the cramp. Huh?
Right, a cramp on Daniel Quintero here on the sideline. And then Padilla on the sideline also looked like a cramp or maybe a knee. So he's gone to running back number 3, and Brendan Adams. Low snap, back to pass, has a wide receiver open, touchdown Tigers! Jacob Gray will get the touchdown, and the Tigers have another touchdown. It's 23-15.
Yeah, they expected to run. Nobody out there covering him. Ooh, I got nervous. I'm going to drop that myself. Was that Robin Williams, that movie, where they go back to Robin Williams? Go back 20 years?
Yes, exactly.
Because he dropped the ball and
you got to wheel it in yourself. The Tigers will go for 2 here in a 23-15 game. And they'll fake that. They'll bring Robles back in for the extra point. It'll be an offside against the Wildcats who jumped too soon. So now you have to think, with a yard and a half away, do you go for 2? And that's what they're looking at the sideline. They'll go ahead and they'll line it up to go for the extra point. Robles in for the extra point attempt. Brian Bonias on the hold. Ball is down, kick is up. It looks good. It is good. With 1:10 to go in the third quarter play, it's now the Wildcats 23 and the Tigers 16.
Dayton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snack, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save us with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Dayton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial.
Scoring time for the Tigers, 8 plays, 86 yards, using 3 minutes and 4 seconds off the clock. Except by the 1-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Jacob Gray. Extra point by Robles is good. And now it's Brawley 23 and Imperial 16.
Now we got a game.
Got a ball game. Kickoff is short.
Oh,
The ball fumbled.
what was that?
Not sure. At the 32-yard line where the Wildcats will have the ball. Not sure if the ball got loose and the Tiger went for it or what. There's a penalty flag down at the 30-yard line. So we'll see.
I don't know if he went down, took a knee, or if he was trying to hand the ball out. But Ethan hit him. But why didn't this guy call it?
Personal foul Tigers. Yeah, personal foul against the Tigers. Didn't see the flag at first, but I was kind of surprised Imperial didn't get a call on that. So with the penalty, it'll bring you the ball out to the Wildcat 47-yard line, 1st and 10.
Benny Carter called it from that side of the field with this rest right here.
Right.
Right in front of him.
Didn't see it.
So I think he took a knee.
Yeah, then the Tigers will get him. You can't touch him. So 1st and 10 Wildcats, man in motion. Gets the head up around the right side.
Good job.
Some Tigers, good pursuit. He'll get nothing. In fact, it'll be a loss of a yard on the play. Back to the 46. Ball was carried by Adrian Chavez. It'll be a loss of a yard. 2nd down now and 11. The Tiger defense getting into the ball game.
Oh, C.J. Ramos. But Joey Ramos turned that in.
Yeah, stay put.
He stayed put?
Yep.
And he made that guy turn in? C.J. Ramos.
Force it back to the inside where the rest of your teammates are out. Don't let him get to the outside of you. So 2nd down and 11 from a 46 for the Wildcats. Down to a 7-point ball game, 23-16 Brawley. Gutierrez a quarterback. We'll have Reyes to the left side of him. He's in a shotgun. Then looks to the sideline, and timeout is called on the field by the Wildcats. With 15 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter play, it's Brawley 23, Imperial 16.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
Ray at Dermis Floor Covering would like to take this opportunity to say thank you, Imperial Valley, for your patronage. Dermis Floor Covering has been in business since 1978, working hard to satisfy customers with exceptional products and outstanding service. They're doing something right at Dermis Floor Covering, so if you're looking to replace your flooring, stop by Dermis Floor Covering and see the latest styles from the Shaw Floor Gallery, a gallery that will inspire you. Dermis also offers free estimates valley-wide. Stop by 220 North J Street in Imperial.
Wildcats to the 2nd 11. Back to pass Gutierrez. Gets flushed out of the pocket. Still on his feet. Touches the ball. Gets away from the Tigers at the 45. Now passes to deep. On the right. Receiver wide open at the 20. To the 10. 5. There are 2 receivers wide open back there, and there's no Tigers. They were figuring that Gutierrez was going to run, and when he pulled up, there's nobody back there. And that'll end the 3rd quarter play. Not sure where the receiver came from because he was so wide open. There's 10 yards around from him.
I've seen Sean telling Gutierrez that he had to come up to the scramble.
Jimmy Camargo was on the catch, and it goes all the way down to about the 3-yard line of Imperial, and that's how this 3rd quarter will end. The score, Brawley 23, Imperial 16.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players their special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers! Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brick House Coffee, next door to Brick House Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brick House Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brick House Deli with big, cold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Dayton Road in Imperial.
big plays that have kept this Brawley Wildcat team in the lead, and this was a 51-yarder that puts them first and goal, the Tiger 3. Gutierrez under center, has a man in motion to the near side. Handed out quick ball over right tackle, touchdown Wildcats. Quick ball will go in from 3 yards. No penalty flag. Penalty flag is going to be a legal motion against the Wildcats. Maybe 2 men in motion. There's one in motion. I think there was another movement.
Okay.
So that'll cancel that out. Penalty will make it now a first and goal and bring it back to the 8. Leg bomb got in there too easy that time.
Yeah. They're telling the band to bring it down.
I think they are, yeah. I think they're pointing over to the band to get the band quieted down. So they'd have to stop playing. That sure is different, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, when I think back when we were in school, is try to make the most noise you can to mess the other team up. And now you got to quiet them down if you don't want them to be too loud. Things change over the years.
Yeah.
First and goal from the 8 now for the Wildcats. See if the Tigers defense can step up big right now. And the Wildcats move again. Left tackle jumps before the snap, and that'll be a first down and goal, which bring it all the way back to the 13-yard line. Yeah, he just started running before the snap.
Well, I think he's seen his own guy go in motion.
Yeah. That was Calexico, the 295-pounder. And several colleges looking at him, too, by the way. Fresno State among them. And in motion to the near side. Take the handoff. Quarterback keeps around the left side. Quarterback's going to go. Touchdown. Just like that. He is so used to it. That's such a good job. The flag should take that a penalty flag right the line of scrimmage. And they're holding Brawley. Bring it back. There's a hold. No wonder he made it look so easy.
Yeah.
So that penalty, that's 3 penalties in a row on the Wildcats.
And we're going the right way. And we don't even have the ball.
They have the ball. First and goal at the 3. Now it's first and goal at the 23.
They don't put it in. We got to remember this point right here.
Yeah. 11:52 to go in the game. Brawley 23, Imperial 16. First and goal from the 23 for Brawley at the Tiger 23. Gutierrez trying to set his team. They're kind of uncertain of where to go to. They'll go to the double wing this time. Under center's Gutierrez. He goes in motion. Back to pass Gutierrez. Gets away from one tackle. As you get away from another, still on his feet. And he's going to start running. He can get away. Gets from several. He gets down to the top of the 5-yard line. He gets much of that yardage back to the 4. And they had him for a loss of 5. He's elusive.
Brandon Silva had him in the backfield for a loss.
Had him in his clutches, and he was able to twist away.
Gosh.
To an 18-yard gain, second and goal from the 5. 71 yards rushing and a touchdown for Ethan Gutierrez. Plays much tougher and with a lot more smarts than a freshman quarterback, I'll tell you what.
Skinny thing like this, though.
So second down and goal for the 5. Gutierrez under center. Has a man in motion. Fakes it one way. Hands it Craigbaum. Craigbaum's going to dive to the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats. 5-yard run by Craigbaum.
They deserve that one.
Get that the touchdown back that the Tigers scored just moments ago. That's his second touchdown of the night. 122 yards rushing now for Blake Craigbaum. And it's now 29-16 Brawley. Breda will come in for the extra point attempt. And it's up, and it's good. With 10:51 to go in the game, still a lot of time. The Solid Wildcats 30 and the Tigers 16.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. 10-star quality you can feel.
Scoring time for the Wildcats. 4 plays, 53 yards, using 2 minutes and 19 seconds off the clock. Capped by the 5-yard touchdown run, a second of the night by Crickbaum. Next point by Xavier Beretta. And it's now 30-16. Brawley. Kickoff from Beretta will go back. Ryan Bonillas to the 5-yard to pick it up. Goes from the far side, bring it up to the middle of the field out to the 20. Breaks to the 25. Dives to the 29-yard line. And that's where the Tigers will have the ball first and 10 from their own 29. As I mentioned, still a lot of game left.
No, this is not the game.
A lot of time. 10:45 to go in this one. And Imperial with the ball first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Big plays, though. Big plays have hurt the Tigers. When you look at 62-yard touchdown pass, 51-yard pass, 83-yard touchdown run, those hurt.
Yeah.
Big time. And especially as wide open as this last long one was. First and 10, Tigers from the 29. And out Padilla up the middle. Padilla breaks one way and goes the other. He's out to the 40-yard line, dives to the 42, and a first down for the Tigers on a gain of 13.
A little jump in the step there, but he's still running hard.
He did
try to go around 12. He did not try to go around it.
67 yards on 11 carries tonight for Jesus Padilla. Gets the call again. Breaks one way, goes back the other again. Breaks the tackle behind the line of scrimmage, gets to the 45 before being brought down. Give him a gain of 3, second down and 7.
Padilla just came in. Padilla lifted pretty good.
Yeah, he is. Padilla comes out. Quintero back into the lineup. Back to pass is Reed. Going to go deep. Has a man open. Brandon Adams catches it at the 30-yard line. And he goes out of bounds at the 20. Woo, inside the 20 at the 18. First and 10 Tigers.
Pretty. Right on the money.
Put that right at the 18, yeah.
I'm telling you, we can keep doing that right there.
Gotta use the height advantage.
Yeah, you gotta use the foot on it.
Yeah. And up the middle to get the tackles. He's down to the 5-yard line. Tripped up inside the 5 to the 3. And that'll be a gain of 15 and a first down.
Good answer.
First and goal.
Good answer. My phone keeps vibrating. Then we see what we got here. Final Centro 58 over Calexico nothing.
And up Quintero again. Quintero's going to get hit by several players. Breaks tackle, break tackle, break tackle. Finally going to be brought down. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Good job by Jacob Gray not to hit that guy from the blind side.
Be a second and goal from the 3. Had nowhere to go on that one.
He's not running those guys, though.
Yeah, he has no give up to him either. I should have marked it about the 4-yard line, so give him a loss of a yard on that. He'll be to the right side of him. Now goes in motion to the right and back to pass is Reed. Going to throw it out short. He's open. He had to rush the pass and wasn't able to get it to Manuel. Falls incomplete. Third down and goal from the 4. He was open though. He was there. So third down and goal from the 4. The Tigers had some trouble getting it in at short yardage.
Cannot put it in.
Wildcats really get tough in the middle of the field.
Well, they're going to bring Adams in. Now they're going to go straight out to the corner.
Get out to the flat up in the corner. Back to pass. Going to throw it out as receiver open. Ryan Bonillas. Touchdown Tigers. We haven't seen the motion yet.
That's Benny Card over there talking already.
Okay, I didn't see Benny over there. Touchdown for the Imperial. 4-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Ryan Bonillas. And it's now a Wildcat lead cut to 30-22.
That was a good call. They sent Brendan Adams out first.
Yeah.
They took both defenders with him.
So for Ryan, that's his second touchdown completion of the night, reception of the night, his 4th of the year. And for Jordan Reed, that's his second touchdown pass of the night and 14th touchdown of the season. Robles will come in for the extra point attempt. This is an important one. Ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good. With 8:53 to go in the ball game, it is now the Wildcats 30 and the Tigers 23.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Score drive for the Tigers. Here we go, 7 plays on this drive and 71 yards. And we've used just a little bit off the clock. In fact, less than 2 minutes off the clock.
That's the best part of it.
150 off the clock. 4-yard touchdown pass and a short kick by the Tigers is going to bounce awkwardly, but the Wildcats are going to be able to recover it at the 36-yard line. They have pretty good field position at their own 36.
I was going to mention that they have nobody in the middle.
And that's why
Everybody's lined up on the sidelines and deep.
maybe that's why they thought maybe try to get that onside kick going through their medium length like that.
A big hole in the middle there.
So 1st and 10 Wildcats. Time for the Tigers to get some big defensive plays right now. Wildcats at their own 36-yard line, holding on to a 7-point lead over Imperial, 30-23.
This is what I was expecting too. Right here. On paper, it was so even.
From the shotgun, Gutierrez. That's Craig Baum next to him. Takes it. Going to go back to pass. Has heavy pressure. Gets away from several Tigers. They're going to be brought down. Although he will get a little bit of yardage on that. Potentially could have been a lot more. It'll be a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7.
He is elusive.
Yeah, there were a lot of white jerseys around him, but he still was able to get the farther of the others.
He's getting away from them. Omar Garibaldi finally brought him down.
So they're down and 7. Wildcats from their own 39. Craig Baum will be to the left side this time of Gutierrez, who stays in the shotgun. Man goes in motion. Take the handoff. Back to pass. Going to get a little flat out to the left side. Getting across the 40-yard line. Goes along the Brawley sideline to about the 45, maybe 46-yard line.
46 again.
Getting close to a first down.
See where they mark it at.
Maybe it's just a little bit short on. We're going to get the first down on it. That's caught by Damian Reyes. And it will be good for the 7 yards and the first down.
Now, Stephen Shaw was able to push him out of bounds, but not before he got the first down.
6 completions in a row for 140 yards for Gutierrez. Settle on that one for a while. Craig Baum will be in the backfield to the right side now, Gutierrez. Dan goes in motion, Reyes. Make the handoff. Back to pass with Gutierrez. Tries to set up. Gets away from one Tiger. And then loses his shoe. He lost his shoe. Got a flat tire out there at the 39-yard line. That's why he couldn't get anywhere. Tried to set his foot, came right out of the shoe. So the loss will go back to the 37. That'll be a loss. Make it the 38 to move the forward a little bit. That'll be a loss at 8. So now a 2nd down and 18 coming up. Yeah. You have to thank the shoe of coming off that time. He got away from a couple of Tigers and couldn't get away from his shoe.
He went down, but once the ball hit the ground, it's dead, right? Because he had it in his hand. He used it to keep his balance.
Just keep his balance. I don't know. They weren't blowing it dead. No? Back to pass Gutierrez. Set time. Starts to run. Gets away from one tackler to another. Gets out to the 50-yard line. Still on his feet. Goes out of bounds on the Brawley side around the 45-yard line. That'll put him about 3 yards short of the first down on the Imperial 45.
It's a good thing he didn't see me. Look this way, kids. Somebody blew their coverage over here. Oh, number 4. Sean Dowling at 4.
13-yard gain. Maybe more than that.
Gosh. I'm so glad he didn't see this receiver over here.
About 3rd and 2, so it'll be a 16-yard gain on that. Third down and 2 from the Tiger 45-yard line. Gutierrez will stay in the shotgun. And Brawley's going to have to burn a timeout as they were trying to substitute too many players. So with 6:39 to go in the game, it's Brawley 30, Imperial 23.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu. For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Wildcats with a third down and a short 2. A little over a yard to go for the first down from the Tiger 45-yard line. And a quarterback change. Nathan Torres in a quarterback. No, the guy Torres in the backfield is going under center will be Gutierrez. So Torres is in the backfield along with Greg Palm. And now the Tigers will call timeout. 6:39 to go in the ball game. It's 30-23 Brawley.
Eaton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save the bus with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Eaton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Eaton Road in Imperial. When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it. Deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
Second down and a little more than a yard to go for a first down for the Wildcats at the Tiger 45-yard line.
Third down.
Third down, I say second. Third down and a little over a yard, so third down to go. Third down a little more than a yard. Gutierrez under center. That's Torres and Craig Bond behind him. Man in motion to the near side. Chavez. Tigers and then he breaks the tackle, gets the first down. And again, the Tigers had him with a 3 or 4 yard loss in the backfield, and he gets away, gets inside the Tiger 40 to about the 37, and a first down for the Wildcats.
All he did was spin.
8 yard gain on that. Turns into a 2 yard loss with 8 yard gain.
Wow.
You can't hand tackle him down.
No, he's a little skinny thing. Look how strong he is.
Exactly.
I'm impressed by
his size, but he can't weigh much more than 150 at the most.
And he doesn't say a word the whole baseball game either. I can't believe he's a QB leading the Wildcat.
Man in motion, take the handoff, back to pass. As a receiver open, throws it behind his intended receiver Murillo at the 27-yard line. It'll be a second down and 10 from the 37.
Oh, Maurice hit him hard, too.
Yeah, he took a hit right as he threw it. That's his first incompletion in the last 8 passes. He had 7 in a row before that one. 7 in a row and 120 yards and a touchdown amongst that. But one was a 62 yards, one was a 51 yards. It's a blown coverage.
Low coverages.
Yeah. Second down and 10 from the Tiger 37. 5:56 to go in the game. Wildcats up by 7. Back under center is Gutierrez. Hands off to Klickbaum over the left side. Klickbaum breaks one tackle, then Ethan Ramos able to push him out of bounds on the far side at about the 32-yard line. Gain of 3, make it a gain of 4. Third down and 6 from the 32.
I'm so shocked that defense. I only have defense for 4 tackles.
Yeah, that's not like it. Yeah.
But they're going off tackle. They're mostly going off tackle now. Yeah, they've got Greg Rock stuck up the middle.
Back under center's Gutierrez. Takes the handoff on the option. Breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, but then he'll get brought down at the 30-yard line, shy of the first down. Big gain of a couple, but again, where it could have been a loss of 2 or 3, it's the 4th down now, and 3 from the 30-yard line.
Just a little shuffle to the left, and he's avoids the defender.
92 yards rushing in the game, 120 yards passing for the freshman quarterback, Ethan Gutierrez. Big 4th down here, though. 4th down and 3 from the Tiger 30-yard line. Gutierrez under center. Man in motion to the near side. Makes the handoff. Hands off to Quickball. First down. Breaks another tackle. He's still on his feet. Penalty flags had to go on a face mask against the Tigers at the 23-yard line. So the face mask will be added on to the yardage that goes to the 22. And a first down for the Wildcats.
Shoot.
He just bounced off like a pinball.
They had him maybe right at the first down marker, but he's just too strong.
But yeah, the face mask, and that's a good call. It was against the Tigers.
Yeah.
Was it meant to happen? How did it happen?
No, it was Miles Moore. Held on to him. But if he doesn't, he's in for a touchdown.
Yep. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and then the penalty. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for Brawley.
Up to 12.
11 or 12-yard line. Pitch out to the right side. It's the speed runner Reyes and Chavez. And Chavez will get inside the 10-yard line to the 8. So give him a gain of 3, 2nd down, and 7 from the 8.
Joey Ramos, C.J. Ramos, come back with the tackle.
2nd down now and 7 from the 8-yard line. This is chewing up the clock now, 4:33 to go. Tigers have got to put a stop to this and not allow any points. Wildcats come up, taking their time up to the line of scrimmage. Gutierrez will go on to single, but going to the double wing this time. Fake the handoff, going to keep it himself. Tries to go around the left side. Churchill brought down the pitches it. Wow, that was dangerous.
Oh!
He pitched it back. And the Wildcats will end up catching it as Nathan Torres. Oh, boy, that was a dangerous one. And he's lucky that was caught in the air. That bounces on the ground. There was a lot of white jerseys around there.
Stevens hurt. Oh,
yeah,
two Tigers hurt.
Yeah, 2 Tigers are down.
Stevens holding
and
his hand, I believe.
And one is the ankle.
Oh, he's coming off.
On the far side, Maurice Padilla is down with an ankle. Yeah, they're working on his ankle. So we'll take time out here with 3:56 to go in the ball game. And it's the Wildcats 30, the Tigers 23.
Ray at Dermot's Floor Covering. Ray at Dermot's Floor Covering would like to take this opportunity to say thank you, Imperial Valley, for your patronage. Dermot's Floor Covering has been in business since 1978, working hard to satisfy customers with exceptional product and outstanding service. They're doing something right at Dermot's Floor Covering, so if you're looking to replace your flooring, stop by Dermot's Floor Covering and see the latest styles from the shop or gallery, a gallery that will inspire you. Dermot also offers free estimates valley-wide. Stop by 220 North J Street in Imperial. The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Maurice Padilla gets a cheer from the Imperial crowd as he gets his way over to the sideline. We're looking at his ankle, but seems to be moving fairly well, but he'll have to take one play at least off the sideline before re-entering. 3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats from the 8. And they have a field goal kicker that would make it as a 10-point game, so the Tigers have to somehow keep the Wildcats from scoring right here. 3:56 remaining in the game. This is a drive that's taken up 5 minutes off the clock for the Wildcats. Quarterback back to pass. Down the flat. Intercepted by the Tigers. The 10-yard line to the 15 to the 20. Giving his feet out to the 30-yard line. Still going under his feet. It's Andrew Luna with an interception again for the Tigers. And Imperial has the ball first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Did you see that receiver all by himself in the corner? He's too short.
He's short. And Andrew was there for the interception. I think that's his third or fourth. I think it's his third of the year.
Wow.
Wow. That was clutch right there by Andrew Luna, and it returns it out to the 38-yard line. First and 10 Tigers with 3:38 to go in the ball game. It's the one big mistake Gutierrez has had tonight. He hasn't had many of them, but that was one of them.
He should have hit that kid in the corner.
And up at the middle of Catero outside the 40-yard line, still driving out to the 43, make it the 44-yard line. The market just shy of the 44, so a gain of 5. Second down and 5. Hand it off again to Quintero. Tries to go to the right side. Can't find it. Then bounces to the left. We'll get out to the 46-yard line before being drawn down. And it'll be a third down now and 2 from the 46.
I like what they did. They had double coverage on Ramos. And that one, number 3, right for the backfield. And he's the one that ended up bringing him down.
2:53, clock running here in the ball game. Tigers trailing by 7 with a third down and 2 from their own 46. From the shotgun, Reed goes back to pass. Little flare pattern, looking for Ramos, can't quite get to it. A little out of his reach, almost a hold, or really close to being a hold, but no call. And I don't think they should have called it on that. I think Joey wasn't running quite as quickly as he normally does. He's coming up kind of limping a little bit.
So is that their speedster with him? 22?
Yeah, it is. But when he came running back, it just didn't look like he was running as quickly. Fourth down and 2 from the 46. Tigers need to get this first down. From the shotgun. It's the snap. Back to pass. Looks again for Ramos. Ramos is going to tackle a penalty flag against the Wildcat. It's going to be a pass interference. And that one, Joey created that one.
Yeah.
By slowing down a little bit and having the defender run into him like that. That was a smart heads-up play by Joey Ramos. It's going to be pass interference against Brawley, and the Tigers will get the 15 yards and a first down. Woo. That's a march it from the line of scrimmage. At first, I think the referee was thinking from the point of the infraction, but she got it from the line of scrimmage.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I would too. So it's going to be a first and 10 Tigers now in Wildcat territory. As they march it off, it'll go to the 39-yard line. First and 10 Imperial. 2:37 to go. Tigers trail by 7. First and 10 at the Wildcat 37. Jordan Reed at quarterback. Hands it off Quintero over right tackle. Quintero makes a couple of tackles, turns back to the left, now gets to the 35-yard line. And another penalty against the Wildcats, leading with the elbow again. This is the third time we've seen it, and Quintero gets up slow on the field. Nathan Torres came in that time leading with an elbow, and you can't do that. And that's the third time the Wildcats have been called on it. So Quintero will get the 4-yard gain, then mark off the 15 yards after it. And again, he was being brought down.
No, he was already done.
He came in lowering the elbow, and you just can't do that.
Very dirty.
Yes.
They keep doing that.
So it's the first and 10 Tigers. Now the football at the Wildcat 20-yard line. Reed will have 3 wide receivers to the right, Ramos to the left. The D in the lineup. Back to passes Reed. A little fade into the end zone for Ramos. Incomplete. Ramos stopped. I'm not sure whether he was thinking fade or not, but it goes incomplete. Second down and 10. Stopping the clock with 2:16 to go in the ball game.
I think that's one of those reads. If you see the linebacker come in, you stop. On the blitz, so he doesn't have to hold the ball too long.
Second and 10 from the 20. Reed stays in the shotgun. The D to the right side of him. 2 wide each side. Back to passes Reed. Sets up. Puts in the end zone. can't get it. Looked like it might have been a hold to slow down Ryan Bonitas, but the pass was overthrown anyway.
Yeah,
it'd be a third down at 10. He had him open, though.
Yeah, Jacob open.
So it'll be a third down and 10 from the 20. Back to passes Reed. A big sack. Sack is made, and a good job of coming through. Omar Chavez back at the 32-yard line. The clock down to 2 minutes and continue to run. The Tigers are down to their final play, a fourth down and 10 from the 20-yard line. That's put at the 30-yard line, so it's a minus 10 on that. So fourth down at 20 from the 30. And it comes down, basically, the game for the Tigers comes down to this one play. They don't get a first down. The Wildcats can pretty well run the play, the clock out. So this is it. Tigers will load up the right side with 4 receivers. Empty backfield. Reed back to pass. Throws it over the middle. Has a receiver in. Ramos tipped away. Incomplete. It's tipped away by Craig Baum.
Yeah.
And the Tigers are going to come up short. 1:25 to go, and the Wildcats defense holds.
Yeah, good call by the defense coach over there. He didn't give Jordan any time to set up. He was still moving backwards when he threw that. Good game.
Well, it was exciting like you thought it was going to be.
Oh, gosh.
And the Tigers are going to come up a touchdown short. Both team plays very hard tonight. And like I said, it was what we expected it to be, a close game. Wildcats at one time had a 16-0 lead. The Tigers claw back to 30-23. Hate having another loss of less than a touchdown or less.
Yeah.
This will be the fourth one. Hand off to Craigbaum around the left side. Craigbaum's going to stretch it out, try to turn the corner. It'll be knocked out of bounds on the far sideline. Out near the 38-yard line. Kind of surprising he didn't go down on the ground, though, to stop the clock, or to keep the clock going. Why would you run out of bounds and stop the clock? But it does so with 1:19 seconds to go. Give it an 8-yard gain, second down and 2 from the 38. 128 yards on 10 carries for Craigbaum. And a touchdown. Hand off to him again up the middle. This time he will stay on his feet and will get the first down. And that will pretty well do it. They can take a knee now. And one more first down to the 43. 5-yard gain. And with a minute to go, should they'll take a knee and finish this one out. And they do get into a victory formation now. This is another bitter one the Tigers have to swallow this year. 4 losses by Imperial this year, 2 by a touchdown and 2 by a field goal. All winnable games. It's just been tough.
Yeah. Good game, though.
Yep. Good, exciting game. And they'll take a knee, and that will be about it. So the final score will be the Brawley Wildcats 30, the Imperial Tigers 23. We'll get Brady in here for just a moment. George, you want to get that? We'll just talk to you for a minute. Get your comments on how the game went tonight. What do you think? How things will go to, from your standpoint?
Well, really bad, and really great, and really bad. We just couldn't seem to, first half the defense played great, and offense sputtered a bunch. We had some wide open passes that we didn't hit, and second half we come out and get into an offensive groove, and the defense, they came up great at the end. We kind of had a little bit of a flashback to 2011 when Carter hit the T.O. Espinosa, but we couldn't connect. And we had great looks. We were trying to get Jordan's attention to throw it to Brent. He had a great height advantage.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of had us beat in the box, and we had we had one-on-one matchups, we just couldn't bring it in. So Jordan, and we talked to him about stepping it up and making better reads and being a leader in the second half, and he did. So this last series here, he got us in position there. But he played a great game in the second half.
Yep, he got us in position for the win.
And that was a clutch play by Luna down on the goal line.
Oh,
what a great play! And we could have slipped one more tap, we would have had it.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of how this is how it goes when we play Brawley.
This rivalry has turned out to be that way. It's been a rivalry of big plays. When you look at the plays that Brawley had, they had in passing, they had a 62-yarder for a touchdown, a 51-yarder. It just seemed like there was some wide open where it was a broken defensive of some sort.
Yeah, they had the one where he's wide open here.
Oh, yeah.
So there was a blown coverage, and the guy breaks the pocket, and his eyes get in the backfield, and they're high school kids that make that mistake.
Yeah.
Then the one right before half, I got to kind of give credit to their offense coordinator, Brandon Young. He worked with us in 2015 when we had Aaron Benitez and we did the semifinals. That was the play that we ran there. We call it now divide, where we motion that guy out and get the defense's eyes in the backfield and take off on the verts. So he kept that one from our time together. So I hate to see it come back and sting me.
There's a lot of credit that has to be given to their quarterback, the freshman quarterback. He broke so many tackles, and I know my word.
That kid's going to be a stud.
Yeah, and he's a freshman. We're going to see him 3 more years.
Yeah,
that's going to be tough.
He's going to be a pretty good one to watch. There'll probably be some college guys coming to look him.
Yeah, I would think so.
I have a lot of poise for a freshman. He played really, really tough. Great at breaking tackles. And that trick bomb too. You got to give it to him, boy. That guy runs hard.
Oh,
he's a beast on defense.
Well, I'll have to say, twice there was a collision between Jesus Padilla and him. He's loaded him twice, so that surprised me both times.
Zeus runs like a Mack truck. And he's 5'5", so you can't get low on him. He's strong, and we kind of last season at the end of the season he was running a scout team running back for us, and he was killing us in scout team. So by that time it was we didn't have time to teach him the offense before Centro. We figured, he's gonna get some reps on offense this year. And
he deserved them.
Yeah, he's done a heck of a job for us. So. And our whole line had great holes.
Yep.
We had great holes. And we had them down here. We had trips into the boundary, and when they played on Monster the Field, we kept running that short side, and they did a great job opening up holes. And it's just, we have our chances where we're down here, we don't get points. And we're down here at the end of the game, and we don't make the play, and they made their plays, and that's big games like this, rivalry games. This game's always going to be like that. Who makes the play?
Exactly, yeah, because we got down to the 15 on that one drive and didn't score in the first half. But to come back from a 16-0 deficit at one point, to come back with a chance to win it, you have to do other kids for that.
Oh, yeah, and they play so hard. It's just, as soon as it clicks and as soon as they realize, if they start believing that they're as good as we know they are, and it clicks, we're going to be dangerous. We buried ourselves in the hole. Now we got to come back strong against Calexico, and then next week we got to come back strong against this one. We just got to keep building every single week, and all we got to do is get in the playoffs. You get in, you got a chance. So our goal is to win IBL first, and that's going to be tough, but it's not impossible because Central Brawley, that's going to be a dogfight. We knock out Central, and Central knocks out Brawley. It's a 3-way tie. Right. So that goal is still alive, but we got to get better every week. Trust the process.
And like I said, if we get into the playoffs, anything can happen in each game.
Every year we get in the playoffs, we're a 10 or 11 seed. We always talk to them San Diego coaches, and they're like, God, you guys, why are you a 10 or 11? They're like the toughest 10 or 11 seeds there is.
There is, yeah. But yeah, you're right. If we can get the kids to believe in themselves as much as many of us do that watch them, like you can go out there and beat these guys just like at Valley Center.
Yeah, we're super talented.
Yeah.
Valley Center is a good football team.
They are.
They're a very good. Eagle Ridge is a very good football team. Monte Vista, we pulled that one out, but Monte Vista is a very good football team. And partnering, our record doesn't look good, but we always play them tough non-league games, and that helps us come league time. I know that one year when we had Coach Young and Aaron's senior year, we were 0-5 going into the league. Mm-hmm. Then we went 5-0, went to the semifinals, and unfortunately we ran into a loaded Bonita Vista team that had like 3 or 4 D1 athletes transfer in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's kind of our luck,
Yeah.
And then the year we got Royce, we ran into St. Augustine, loaded with D1 athletes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll keep fighting.
Keep fighting. Thanks a lot for talking with Brady Hoff, our offensive coordinator for the Imperial Tigers. We appreciate all the efforts that he has in helping bring us what's going on with the team leading up into the game, and then talking with us at win or lose. He comes down and talks with us and gives us his comments, and I really appreciate that.
I enjoyed listening to.
We'll recap the scoring on this one. It's a Brawley 30-23 victory over the Tigers, and we'll recap the scoring on this game and get to the stats, and that'll be coming up in just a moment.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brick House Coffee, next door to Brick House Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brick House Coffee has so many drinks to choose from: hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brick House Deli with big, cool, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Dayton Road in Imperial. No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete temp-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. Temp-star, quality you can feel.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
It was a 16-0 lead at halftime. The Wildcats led it after a 31-yard field goal by Xavier Carreta, and then a 9-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Ethan Gutierrez, and then a 62-yard pass play from Gutierrez to Joe Murillo. And that's a thing to point out. They came out with a minute to go in the first half.
Yeah.
We stopped them there. They don't have that extra touchdown. But anyway, 16-0 at halftime. The Tigers would come back to make it a 16-6 game on a two-play 73-yard drive. Took only 1 minute. A 67-yard bomb from Jordan Reed to Ryan Bonillas. The two-point conversion was no good, and it was 16-6 with 11:04 to go in the third quarter. But the Wildcats would get that right back on a two-play 84-yard drive a minute and 12 later. An 83-yard touchdown run by Blake Craigbaum. And the extra point by Prada was good, and it was Brawley 23, Imperial 6. But the Tigers would get back on the board, a 24-year-old field goal by Edgar Robles on a 12-play drive, took up a lot of the clock, and with 6:31 to go in the third quarter, it was 23-9 in favor of the Wildcats. The Tigers would continue to score on an 8-play, 86-yard drive using 3 minutes and 4 seconds off the clock, and a 1-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Jacob Gray. Extra point by Robles, and it was a 23-16 game with Brawley leading. Brawley would increase it to 30-16 on a 4-play 53-yard drive, capped by a 5-yard touchdown run by Craigbaum. And with 10:51 to go in the ball game, it was Brawley 30, Imperial 16. But the Tigers would come right back, a 7-play 71-yard drive and a 4-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Ryan Bonillas. Second time they hooked up tonight. And with the extra point by Robles, it was Brawley 30, Imperial 23. And the Tigers would mount a drive, and it would come up short as they would get down to the Wildcat 20-yard line and not able to punch it in from a 1st and 10 at the 20. And that's how this one ends. For the victorious Wildcats, Ethan Gutierrez would complete 6 of 11 passes for 120 yards, making 140 yards. 1 of 62 out of all of it, and that was on the touchdown pass to Del Murillo. And one of it, a 51-yard pass. Man, was he ever wide open, Julian Camargo. And there was 2 catches for 16 yards by Craig Baum, 2 catches for 11 yards by Reyes. And then in the rushing department, Blake Crickbaum, 133 yards on 11 carries, 83 on 1 touchdown run, and 5 yards for a touchdown. And then Gutierrez, a quarterback, with option to run for 92 yards on 15 carries. Reyes would have a 3 times for no yardage, and Adrian Chavez, 3 carries for 14. Nathan Torres, 1 carry for no yards. For the Tigers, Jordan Reed would complete 16 of 32 passes for 199 yards, 5 of it for 23 yards to Jacob Gray. Brenton Adams would have 2 catches in the game, and it would be for 33 yards.
Really?
Yep. He had a 27-yarder and then the first half 1 16-yarder. And then Ryan Bonillas in the game would have would come up with a big game when you look at it. He had 1 catch for 6 yards in the first half. Second half, a 67-yarder, a 46-yarder, an 11-yarder, and a 4-yarder. So you would have 5 catches in the game. And we'll try to add this up as quick as we can. Let's see, 73, 11 will be 84, the 46, 130, 134 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Ryan Bonillas.
Wow.
5 catches.
Yeah, I was thinking that one else was Britton Adams, but it was Ryan Bonillas.
Jacob Gray would have a couple of catches. Actually, he had 4 catches in the first half and 3 more in the second half. He had 15 yards, 23, 24, and a touchdown on 5 catches.
And a costly fumble.
And a costly fumble, yeah. And then Joey Ramos, like we said, he would be double-teamed all night, and indeed he was. 1 catch for -5 in the first half. He did come up with 3 catches in the second half for 20 yards, so he'd have 15 yards on 4 receptions. And and you knew he was going to get double-teamed, and if I was coaching against him, I would double-team him too. Yeah, there's no way. It would be one of those deals that if you're going to beat him, you're not going to beat him with him.
That's right.
In the rushing department, though, you got to be impressed with Jesus Padilla, 12 carries, 70 yards, twice rolled. Blake Crickbaum, when it was the meeting of the minds of those two both tough kids, and man, it was a collision. But he had 12 carries for 70 yards. And then Manu Quintero, we weren't sure coming into the game how many runs he would have. Touches the ball 17 times for 66 yards in the game. But that would be the only rushing yardage for Imperial, 136 yards. So Tigers come up with the short end. As we mentioned, there's been they now have a record of 2 and 4. The 4 losses have been by a touchdown each, and 2 of them, and 2 field goals.
Field goals.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. But we've done well. We've done well. We've represented. But another loss. It still counts as a loss.
Yep.
So then we're at home.
Yeah, we're at home next week. It'll be homecoming against Calexico. Do you have the defensive stats trying to get those, and then we'll wrap up the score?
I want to mention that Coach Brandon Silva, that's the Tigers. I have him with 8 tackles, but the one that's shocking to me is Ethan Ramos. I don't know, did they run away from him?
I'm thinking they did. I think they ran from an opposite side of him, and they didn't run up the middle that much. It was off tackle stuff and away from it.
Yeah. But I had him with 4 and 1 sack in the first half.
You got to figure that they scouted our team pretty well. I mean, we think of it that way.
Yeah.
So.
And who else do I have here? I have Stephen Shaw, C.J. Ramos, Ethan, all with 4 tackles. Joey Ramos with 3. And I think that's about it. Everybody else is Humberto Sanchez at 2, Maurice Padilla, and James Foltz with 2. But that's a good thing. A lot of these are the linebackers, so I like that. I like that they were making the tackles and not the defensive backs.
We'll update the scoring and wrap this game up tonight. Final score, Brawley 20-30. That's Brawley 30, Imperial 23, and we'll be back to wrap it up in just a moment.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down.
Why is that?
That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at Imperial.edu. For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers! Peyton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save us with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Peyton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and 8 Road in Imperial.
We appreciate you listening tonight. Final score, Brawley Imperial. There's another barn burners. They are every year. Last year was a 1-point Brawley win. This year it's a 7-point win, 30-23. George, with other scores?
Yeah, let me update you on some scores here. We got Calapan over Copa in the fourth quarter, 34-20.
Wow, good.
Palo Verde over Southwest Final, 37-34.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a great game.
Yeah, and then Vincent, they were 2-0 the whole game and ended up, they're in the fourth. Vincent over Sweetwater, 8-0 right now.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Good game there.
And Centro was
close.
Their final was 58-0 over Calexico. And Palo Verde Southwest was what? Who won that and by what?
Palo Verde
by 3 over Southwest. That was at home too. So Southwest travels over there, loses by just 3. So next week we'll be at home. It'll be homecoming. The Tigers will be hosting John Tyree and his Calexico Bulldogs. So we'll be on the air at 6:45. So make sure to join us. They've been all exciting games this year.
Yeah,
we
knew this was going to be a good game.
Yeah. And when it got to 16-0, I still knew it was going to be a good game.
Yeah.
I knew our kids could come back, and they did. With all the touchdowns.
We started, like we played in the second half, we could see.
You're right. You know, they played the intensity in the first half like they do in the second half.
Just like
and,
I don't know.
They got to get the confidence in themselves to come out
fire.
They just come out fire. And we said at the beginning of the game that Brawley would come out and they would shoot hard at the beginning.
Punch in the mouth.
And they did. And they got up by 16, and then the Tigers would come back to within a touchdown at the end, but fall short. So we'll wrap it up here at Warrenfield and Brawley. We appreciate everybody who listened in with us tonight. Tell others about it.
The sponsors.
Our sponsors, we want to thank all of our sponsors for being with us. El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial, Dermis Floor Covering in Imperial, the Imperial Tiger Football Association, Brick House Deli in Imperial, also the R&K Refrigeration. We appreciate them being with us this year in our broadcast. The Imperial Irrigation District, our thanks to the Broken Yoke Restaurant, to the Imperial Valley College, to the Quarterback Club, and to Aiden Express, all of our sponsors. We appreciate all of your assistance in helping make these games possible.
And everybody back at the studio, too.
And Gabe back in the studio, and everybody at KXO. So we'll be back next Friday night. Make sure to join us. They've all been exciting. They've all been fun. It'll be homecoming. I'll expect you to have lots of memories of homecomings past.
Yeah.
We'll bring up some names we haven't heard in a while. It's always kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll see a few of them, drag some of them up there. 2 years ago, we had Alan Folks come up, but I don't know if we can get Alan out.
No.
From North Carolina, so we'll let
That's for one day.
We'll let you stay away on that one, Alan. So, but anyway, thanks again for listening to us tonight. We're going to sign off here. The final score again, Brawley 30, Imperial 23. Good night.
Good night, all.